Post-its. Aw, yeah. There we go. Alright. Now that we're all appearing to be live, ooh, I'd like to give the recap for inspiration, yes.
Spent almost the entire session trying to kill a boss who, really looked like he had us there for a moment. Um, and that we were down on a knee, and yet we came valiantly back up and managed to get him. And that's pretty much all we did. That's all I can remember.
And it was an entire session of boss fight, so
Yeah,
there you go.
it was a really good fight. It was tough.
Mm-hmm. But you have earned your inspiration, and that is where we left the party, having defeated Drasmorg the Damned within the mausoleums beneath Rosebane Manor.
Ah, yeah, and all of his minions died when he died. So we were going to go check the rest of the place to make certain, but we were thinking that we had gotten all the undead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff to determine certain orders. Because I do want to check this guy.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, um, what are you seeking to gain from looking over Drasmorg?
All right, so he knew Kreia.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're probably part of the same organization. So, I guess he's just gonna. Well, the shenanigans that happened with Casimir trying to rob an unconscious Kane.
Sadly, that never
Um,
happened. I was never put in a position where I could even attempt it. So,
Mm-hmm.
we still did the
Marks prevented it.
well, no, it
yeah.
wasn't my turn.
Yeah.
No, I mean to say like everyone got distracted by that. So I want to do a investigation in sleight of hand.
All right.
I think I should be able to because I have the observant feat, and on top of that, I don't know if these stacks. I got eye for detail. I guess it is, yeah, eye for detail.
Well,
Basically, I'm trying to see like something especially hidden on him.
right. Well, let me go look at my notes for this buddy boot, which I believe is in my mission document on his token, because his token's just got combat stats. Let's see here. Rosé Manor. Here we go. You can give me that there investigation check.
Wait.
Hot
Okay.
fucking damn.
That's as high as I can go, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, what you do notice looking over the body is that the individual themselves are covered in scars and stitch marks, indicating that perhaps they were not entirely of the same person. As you can see, that parts of their body, hands, fingers, some like skin grafts, even, are not of their actual self. Um, you don't notice anything like hidden within their robes or anything like tucked away. What you guys have looted thus far is what they have. Um, but it is quite strange seeing one so modified, we'll put it.
So is it safe to say that he's not the one that did this to himself? Like he had like a bigger wizard,
Well,
or
judging from the fact that he has such stitchings upon his chest cavity, so like his stomach leading up the sternum, um, past the ribcage, you can actually feel that some of the ribs are missing. Uh, and the fact that he has some around his neck area, not like a full circle, but like a portion of his left side of his neck, um, it's likely that he didn't do this to himself.
oh, cool. Any marks like the vampire mark we saw on anywhere on him?
Looking over the body, you cannot really find any particular marks of that nature. You can see that there are parts of his flesh that indicate that he had tattoos, though their full presence has been marred due to the scarring, the decay of his flesh, and the grafts that he has, gained.
Um,
Yeah, so that's
seeing
pretty much, I think, what he learned during the distraction.
Hmm.
seeing as
Okay.
how I have a familiarity with graphs, does it look like they were pre or post mortem?
Well, you are currently way up,
Mhm.
helping
Oh,
out
that's
Kane, giving them
right.
the healing, so you have no idea what they just learned.
Eventually, when I go to loot the corpse, I'm going to want to look to see if they're pre or post
Yeah,
mortem.
for that you can roll me a medicine check when you do this. Yes, Kane, it is easy enough for someone to give you healing. Is this a spell or a potion that's healing you? Or you're just being at 0 and they're just stabilizing you? Because they can stabilize you, no problem.
I forget what we did.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I gave him a potion.
Okay.
What
And that-
kind of potion?
It was a basic healing potion. It was all I had left.
Okay.
Okay.
You can roll that up then.
E.
Aha. But
I'm
you
still dazed to last a minute, so probably not.
I rolled very meh.
yeah, it's really hard to tell. But you can just surmise from the one in the stomach. That one, very least, was probably they were either unconscious or dead during it.
Okay.
That you don't really know. But you do see that you're in a mausoleum. There are still the remains of the dead, and I imagine you guys spent some time looting the bodies, which I've already added to your item lab.
Mm-hmm. I dropped the silence at the end of the hallway at the end of the fight.
Yeah.
Do we still need healing? Sarai looks beat up. Casimir and Kane are very wounded.
Looking
I have
through
spells
your
left.
companions, most of your companions are injured, if not near death.
Mm-hmm.
I'd bring the body back up north. I mean, we're all gathering anyways, so you
Mhm.
just bring the body down and hit the point. I don't think this is. I'm good ahead then.
What was that thought bubble? Wait a minute.
What do you mean? It's me, Wackman.
Don't worry about it.
He's gonna point to the Drasmark and go, "This isn't the head honcho. Look at him. He's someone's pet project."
And we'll wander over.
And he
Should-
points.
Should I do any sort of additional check on this guy?
Depends on what you're trying to gather.
Some creators, right, like to input their signatures on their creations. Maybe whoever made them has a little something in there for us to identify him.
Usually the creators use the stitching as a way to mark their work, so to say. You know, some people will use sinew, some people will use wire, some people what they stitched him with and how they stitched them is often what you would call a creator's mark.
Character, real quick. Killing him killed all the other undeads. You told this like out of character, but do we notice like something in the noise level? Like, is it quieter? Like, noticeably quieter now, or do
It
we
is
have no idea?
certainly there's a change in the air. In terms of the noise level, it was generally quiet already when you came down here. Only really noise was had when you were drawn close enough to the shambling hordes. And, all hordes within this chamber are dead, so it's decently quiet. You do have the faint flickering of fire from the various candelabra and torch sconces. But there is something different now that you kind of pause a moment and think. The air feels, even though you're underground and, you're in Baruja, a place that is not exactly the warmest of regions, and it's, mid-September, it feels colder than when you were fighting this being. There's a chill up your spine.
You guys feel that?
Now that you mention this, all of your companions feel the same chill.
Get chilled on.
Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I'm not feeling a whole lot right now. I'm kind of a bit tired.
As you are healed for 11.
All of us?
No, just Casimir.
Oh,
Yeah, Tarvis posted in chat.
we should go rest and then search this place thoroughly to make sure there isn't more undead. And then put down a hollow belt to cleanse it.
The room he was going to is very tempting. I kind of want to check it out.
Yeah, no,
First.
there's still areas we need to go. There's still areas we need to go check out, but I think we're a little beat up for that.
True.
I mean, I'm okay, but most of our companions are pretty beat up.
And then let us rest.
One of us, one of us could scout ahead. Run into trouble, we turn around and leave.
We can do that.
If you wish, I would join if you want me to come with you. Otherwise, I'm gonna help everybody get back to the carriage.
I guess do a stealth roll. How sneaky are
I'm
you?
not terribly stealthy, but I'm not noisy either.
Show me right now.
You want me to roll you stealth? Okay.
Alright. Zerai begins to make careful footsteps upon the stonework, barely making noise at all. It's just a ever so faint click of their step on the stonework. One would have to be pretty attentive to notice.
Alright, good enough.
I'm not great, but I mean, I'm not you, but I'm not terrible.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, very much appreciate the 5 gifted subs there, Tiff. Oh, yeah. And behold your power now, for you have emotes.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
would
I mean-
advise caution. We will not be able to help you if you get into trouble. All of our
See any
resources are low.
trouble, we'll run away.
That's right. So yeah, Thor, I guess, investigation, all that jazz. Let's go.
Roll me investigation.
Click.
Right, 22. What you notice about this door is, well, one, it is made of stone, which is notable as most of the doors within the manor above have been, well, wood. And those down here, they're not so much doors as they are archways. But you also don't notice any of the hinges or any of the mechanics of the actual door frame. It seems like they're inbuilt within the walls, indicating that this was likely, or is, a secret door on the secret side of said door.
Oh,
We have to know the special knock or gizmo to
Oh no,
open it.
you can see the handle for the door. It's just
Oh,
you are on the secret side of the door, so you can already see that this is a door. But on the other side, you probably wouldn't.
all right then.
all right. You want to peek,
give me-
or
give me-
shall
give-
we move on?
Hold on. He's gonna put away his shield. He's gonna take out the bow. I'm like altering my stats real quick, just in case. Uh, he's gonna take a step back, as he already done, and I press the lever, and he holds the bow ready.
All right. You open the door, Zerai.
At least enough for Mordecai to see through it. That's about it.
All right. Make sure I'm getting all the actual room because it's my hidden layer stuff is not fully level with the actual area. All right. You open the door to reveal a. You're not really sure exactly what this chamber appears to be, but a chapel maybe, or
Chapel of some sort.
an offering ground, a burial chamber dedicated to an important figure. It's hard to really tell, but you can see that there is a raised dais to the west and a central brazier.
Who's on the dais?
Looking upon the dais, it doesn't seem to be any individual. It is of a large stone humanoid figure with massive fists, a chiseled chest, indicating that whoever this is perhaps probably not an individual, as they don't seem to have any key defining features. They're very uniform, but a guardian of this chamber. Perhaps a stone golem.
Okay, let's get back out of here. But no, we're not going in there.
Additionally,
Hold on.
you
I
can
need to
see
get
that
a
there
better
is
view.
a hallway
Yeah.
heading south.
No, more back.
Hold, stop. I want to do a perception on the room, and can I do a religion
No, that's why
check
it's
on the?
freaking 1 second. Nope, that's object layer. There we go. I apparently had the things highlighted in object layer. There we go. Religion check. You can roll me a religion check, sure.
Trying the net might as well. 16.
16. Right. Looking at the chamber, you can definitely tell that this is set up in a way that would imply that it is a burial chamber. One dedicated in some particular figure's honor, judging from how, I wouldn't say ostentatious, because it's definitely not well gilded in gold or anything like that, but it is prominent in many ways. But the statue is not religious in any way. It seems to be designed as a guardian, which one could consider as a religious aspect, as, well, guardians of death are quite important in many different pantheons and mythos. But they're not religious in any particular religion.
Gotcha. The religious man will want to take a look at this. Okay, all right. Is this room newer than the rest, or is it like around the same? Like right now, Morgan is trying to think: is this something that the Rosevane family had before the necromancy shenanigans, or is this like something that came after?
Well, you can give me an architecture or an engineering tools check with intelligence. If you're not proficient, then you can give me an intelligence check.
All right, let's do intelligence.
I would say you can roll stun cunning if you were a dwarf, but I know you're not a dwarf, so.
Nope, S7.
All right. With a 7, it's hard to tell if it's new or older or if it's the same. It's really hard to tell.
Gotcha. Man, I'm sure. It's fine. We'll come back here. What's this then?
Stonework wall. There's a small bench seemingly facing towards the statue.
Oh, I guess it's metagaming. I'm not supposed to see like this.
Oh, yeah, we see the rock layer.
Like there's a.
I can barely see that myself. Let me go into there's nothing there. I think the because this is a prefab for the spooky nature of it. I have a non-prefab version beneath it, And apparently the prefab's black border is not fully 100% black because it doesn't blend with this.
Yeah,
Possible that that could be a stone golem. So let's retreat from this room and see what else is in. Groovy.
Stone Golem doesn't seem to work if it just allowed the necromancers to get in and do what they wanted.
And I close the door behind him.
Excellent.
And we go off to wherever the next undiscovered place is. I think it's, yeah, this way.
Well, you have east and west. You also, east and west, and then you have south, but you guys turned away from that. But for simplicity, I'm just going to reveal these chambers here, just because
Yeah.
That's good.
uniform and they're just, whatnot. But let me reveal all of these now. So, zoom on out for ease. Make sure that the stream's got what I want you guys to see. There we go. All right. Looking over the western chamber, you can see that it is yet more burial rooms and sarcophagi, though none seem to be particularly prominent. However, you do see that there are plenty of skeletons at this point. They perhaps were once walking skeletons, undead creatures that defended this place, but you think from the death of Drasmorg, they have since crumpled into piles of bone and rusting metal, as their weapons were, more certainly old. The tombs themselves seem to have various scribblings upon them, words for the most part that have been chipped away. But you can see that some of them do indicate that a few of them were once dynasty, or at least dynasty close. Like some of them might have like DAN, or some might be TI, some might be like an NE.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to tell.
And the room above that has a giant dead thing.
Yes, so the room above that, this one here, has yet more alcoves filled with more sarcophagi. Each of them, however, do bear the name of Dynasty. None of them are scraped off for the house name, but the individual names are scraped off. You can see that there are a few side chambers that also have a few sarcophagi in there as well. There is one particular sarcophagi that seems to be carved and given some, I wouldn't say prominence, because it's kind of in like a back alley alcove sorts, but it is more detailed. It's finely taken care of. It is polished. It is not dusty. It doesn't have any chippings of it or anything like that. But
Not dusty.
the wordings upon it, the text, is in a different language other than Perusian. What languages do you guys speak?
Common, Goblin, Thieves' Cant, and Perusian.
You do not recognize the language.
Don't remember what I think I speak Elvish and Draconic or something like that. Let me.
Well, you look up your language list. We guys do know about the long hallway that has the larger creature. That larger creature is an undead horse, a skeletal horse, that has since crumbled into
Really?
a pile of bones. Atop them is a humanoid, also crumbling into bones that, well, a bunch of rusty metals and the like as well, because they seem to be heavily armored. Specifically, this particular individual was wearing ancient bronze plate armor, an ancient bronze shield, and had an ancient iron flanged mace. The iron flanged mace is of poor quality due to the rusty nature of the mace. The rest are just
The
standard.
armor. Is any
Must-
of it
There
salvageable?
The armor and shield are salvageable.
That must have been the
Well-
creature I heard.
We will bring that back. My languages are Draconic and Elvish. I was correct.
All right. Well, fortunately, you cannot identify the language.
We will bring Kane back here when he's able.
Mm-hmm. All right. And at the end of the corridor, there are yet more sarcophagi. These ones may be of a similarly gilded, but their wording is scratched off. And there is a fountain at the northern edge of the chamber in the half-circular room. Something is interesting about the water, though.
Hmm.
Yeah,
water-
fountain filled with what?
The water, well, one, it is, from the looks of it, clear, but there's a certain aura about it. There's this, like, a sparkle that seems to be floating around the water itself. More than that, though, you can also see that there is a deepness to this fountain, this pool. And as you draw closer, and begin to look towards it, Morkak, you seem to recognize some familiarity with this particular pool. Reminds you of... Actually, let me just make sure you guys have done one of these before. Never mind, you don't recognize anything about it. It looks interesting. It's sparkly.
Hmm.
I just had to check to see if I gave you guys one of these unlocks, and you have not gained any of them yet, so never mind.
I have several empty potion containers. Can I manage to get some of the water without touching it?
You can give me a sleight of hand to do so.
I'll ask Morkag to do it.
He looks at Zerai like a little bit incredulously. Are you sure?
Yeah, we might want to figure out what's in this fountain. It doesn't seem natural.
I probably got corrupted by the whatever they were doing here. Sploosh.
Which is why I don't want to touch it, but I do want to see if we can identify it.
Oh,
Right.
I've been poofed over here.
Oh,
Oh,
I zoomed down, I saw
Okay.
white hair, and I was like, that's the one I need to grab. I meant to
Hey,
grab
Kane.
you.
Thank-
Okay, there we go. So, with a 22, it is easy enough to slip the empty vial and fill it with some of the liquid within the well. However, as the liquid flows into the vial, you notice that as you lift it up out of the well, the sparkling nature about it, the twinkling lights seem to disperse.
Illusion magic?
So it's the fountain, not the water.
Or it could be anything. We need one of those eggheads to look at this water.
Yeah, we need somebody with far more proficiency in magic than us.
Mhm.
Alright, so the only room left really to explore that weird warship room with the statue or golem. And then what's further down south?
So, you also have the eastern hallway, which is yet more alcoves, more tombs. You'd
Those
find that there
two-
are a total of 40 skeletons within these shambling
Oh my
hordes,
lord.
20 and 20 specifically, all of which have just turned into giant piles of bone because of the death of Drasmork.
2 bone rooms. What could this mean?
That is
I suspect after we kill that guy.
he was the one keeping them walking, basically.
Our
He
job
had
is not
that
done.
answer.
Our job is not done here, though. If we really want to undo whatever is responsible for this, we have to make sure that we identify what they've been done to this place and maybe undo it all. Because that was just someone's pet project. God knows how long it'll take before they send someone else here. Yeah, I guess we're heading back.
All right. Well, while they were away, does anyone else do anything of note back within the central chamber?
Can I do a general check as to the nature of undead Resmorg was?
Sure, give me a religion.
Mhm.
Well, looking over Drasmorg, you would surmise that You don't think he's a zombie. He was far too intelligent to be a zombie. Same with a ghoul. Far too intelligent to be a ghoul. What you do know, however, is that he appears to have been, though perhaps not exactly this particular type, perhaps a unique version of these, or a more a rarer form of these. He was a wight. These humanoids who are risen due to acts of necromancy, violent death, or extremely malevolent personalities that were unable to pass on into the afterlife. It is said that in some cases, wights arise when evil undead spirits permanently bond with a corpse, often the corpse of a slain warrior. They are barely recognizable to their past selves, being twisted flesh malformed by evil and the undeath process. Their eyes burn with hatred, and it is said that many of the wights, their teeth transform into more bestial, sharpened fangs, or sharper versions of this. They already have bestial fangs. It is said by many scholars of undeath that, which you would know from some of your studies, that wights are the bridges between ghoul and specter, a warped amalgamation of flesh and incorporeal spiritual energy, able to steal the souls of those that they touch. For it is what feeds them, what keeps them within this realm of life. There's probably a lot more I can tell you, but brief summary is that. In terms of this particular creature, you would identify them as a fell wight. Let's see here. Do
Fell
we know anything
magic.
about fell wights specifically? You would identify fell wights as a form of wights that are twisted by the spiritual energy of the spirit that possessed them, formed not through, like a binding of necromancy and flesh or a violent death or anything like that. They, for once, passed on peacefully, but by the nature of the immense power of the spirit, one that is said to be magical in nature, especially those who are tied to death themselves, so necromancers and the like. The spirit has granted upon the corpse that they inhabit some of their own power. And many of these figures use this power or this new life to try to regain their old self.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you know.
Is there any signs onto him as to his origins? Like, where did he come from?
Unfortunately, not with a 17.
Okay.
He just looks like a good old corpse. I mean, he definitely has some armaments and weaponry to indicate that he is likely of Baruja, but nothing that was like immediately, oh, he's from this particular house or anything. He's like from this particular region or something like that. He's just
He's just here. Okay.
he's here. Yeah.
Does his armor have a maker's mark?
Let's see here. You can roll me. Actually, there's a 26 from earlier, I believe, on this guy specifically. Yeah. Let me go look. One second.
Of course, I'd come with the out of left field question. You have to go look.
Well, it does have a maker's mark, and you would have seen it with the 26 from earlier. I just to get the name. It would just give you an initials. So the name of this particular figure is.
It's likely his armor was custom made for him, so if we figure out the maker's mark, we might be able to. Well, they're probably not. I don't know.
It's kind of weird with undead because you never know. Like, did he get this armor like a couple of months ago, or was it like decades?
Well, you
It
said it's
was-
ancient plate, right?
Yeah, ancient.
Ancient
super
plate.
old.
So it's
But
it's likely
ancient's-
the crafter wasn't.
It
So
could
that
also
was-
just be the corpse itself was already in the armor when it was possessed.
Yeah. Although it's I think the make would be cool. Maybe they're still alive because they're an elf.
All right.
Or vampire.
The
Oh,
maker's
vampire,
mark
yeah.
contains the initials of GD. I'll update the armor Swift Ancient Plate with the maker's mark. There's initials of GD as a maker's mark.
Well, I guess that's a good question. Oh wait, no, I don't have any stonework or any proficiencies useful that way. Can I tell how recently he was risen?
All right, with a 17, it's a little hard to tell with how decayed his flesh is. And he's barely got any flesh on him, so you can give me a Arcana check. I think would be the most appropriate for this one. 17 again. Excellent. All right, with another 17.
Oh wait,
this
wait,
time.
wait, wait. I don't have my proficiency bonus on me.
Aha!
Hold on.
That's right. You got all bloofed.
I need to see if I'm proficient in religions. Those might be
I'll give you your
Useful.
token back proficiency. There we go. They are guidance.
Yeah, he's guidance.
Gotcha.
Seeing as Casimir is useless right now with ability checks. Smile.
Mhm.
religion. I'm not proficient. Okay, so it would at least be a 19 Arcana
Gotcha.
plus guidance, so
Yep.
22.
22. All right. Looking over the corpse in a more magical sense, you would imagine, judging from the state of the body, the degradation of the flesh, the particular stitchings upon them, that they are, I wouldn't say fresh, but within the past couple months.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd believe probably about at the latest, let's see here, about July 10th, which would be about 2 months ago. Would be the furthest back that they were created. So anywhere from 2 months to, within like the past week or so.
Does that coincide with when Lazy Rosevein was killed, or?
It's around that time.
Mm-hmm. They could have came here after. They could have came here before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it depends on when specifically they were risen. So if they were risen the full 2 months back, it would be probably on the cusp of, not on the cusp, but it would be very much a probably before. If it were like a couple of weeks back, rather than full 2 months back, it'd be like they might be on the cusp of after or after.
Mm-hmm. I'm not that old of undead.
Sick undead or the special dude?
The big guy. At most, risen 2 months ago.
That's when all the trouble started here.
Where is your token? I am blind.
Who's token?
Yours.
Mine is
Yeah.
outside.
Oh, you put yourself outside. Okay. I was gonna drag
But
you
I
with the
figure
others.
Because I figured like the others were gonna move outside while we check things out.
Figured that too, but I put myself back where everyone else was, so.
Tarvis stayed within screaming distance. In case you started screaming.
All right. Well,
I mean, I assume we were doing this while you guys were running around because
Yeah.
time has That takes time.
So at this
And-
point in time, what would be when Zerai and Morkag return to the group?
We explained what we found, including the possibly magic fountain and the possibly important gravestone, which language we couldn't read, and
The room to the south is the most important.
the super important secret door at the bottom of the tomb that leads to something but looks like a worship hall.
Unsure whether or not they, points to like the necromancer, made it, or if this was initially what was keeping the Rose Vein crypt safe, but was turned off.
Hmm.
But I don't know much
The-
about religious stuff.
The person on the altar, though, was very nondescript, and he was muscular and big fists, and that screamed golem to me, so we came back.
Hmm. Well, we could check it out. That door doesn't seem too big. If it does become an issue, we just walk out.
Well, we might as well check out the fountain and the gravesite first, because there is no enemies around there.
Hmm.
Everything's dead.
Seems he was the one in charge of here, at the very least.
Well, our last interaction with Lady Rosevane suggested there were some kind of angry spirits, we've yet to run into those, so it is possible they're still within deeper.
Yes, exactly.
We gonna sleep in here, or are we gonna go up and go to the carriage and sleep in there?
We might as well feed the horses.
Yeah, I do not wish to spend the night in a crypt.
I
just
don't
be-
particularly either, although it's got a certain chill to it now. And it was stuffier and weirder before. Now it feels hollow.
A short rest is always an option. Although I have a feeling some people are
Oh,
far more tapped out than that.
yeah, we're pretty tore up. Yeah.
Several people still seem wounded. I only have a couple spells left. I could use them, but then I would be completely out.
And I'm
Mhm.
completely out of potions at this point. And I believe several people are completely out of potions.
Yeah, let's rest
I have an
outside.
herbalist kit. I could make some more potions, but they'd be pretty cruddy.
I need the herbs too. Well, if you can get me the
Yeah.
herbs, I could make the potion.
Well, I know enough not to destroy the herb, but I'm not terribly skilled at actually making potions. I'm better at making poison.
Would you lot like me to shucky ducky you guys outside, or are you doing some more stuff downside?
I'm thinking on the way out, I'd check out what they wanted me to look at.
Gotcha. Yep.
Let's see. Dump
I'll use the rest of
languages.
my spells for the day and top some people off, maybe. Or
Mm-hmm.
help a
11
little.
to a cane. All right, and on the way out, you're wanting to check out the thing they're wanting you to look at?
Mhm.
All right, well, let me just grab you. Did anyone join Kane?
I'm pointing it out, so yeah.
That'd be
Marquette's
the
going then.
words up here.
I'm just going to go AFK to get myself some dinner.
Might as well.
Let's all stay together.
All right, easy clap. So, Kane, you actually recognize the words upon the sarcophagi, and they are in Oklo.
Hmm.
You'll bring up my notes for this particular sarcophagus.
Dark Fae. Okay.
See, this particular tomb is. I need to bring up this note. Okay, here we go. It reads, "Here lies Lorena Dinesti, first mother of the night and keeper of dreams." Beneath that, you can see etched in somewhat faded writing, there is a single line. This should be 13. Okay, I thought so. You are which one on this number list? Copy. Okay. Paste. This is the single line on the coffin beneath for epitaph.
Does the name or any of the titles ring any bells?
History check.
Okay.
Also, I'm gonna need your lores too.
Boop. Boop.
Da, 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 da.
I'm not sure if Baruchian folklore is too broad for that one.
Persian folklore wouldn't work for this particular thing.
Huh.
I do need to go look up those few vestiges though to see if their lore would give you any benefits for this. Let's see here. Binder vestiges. Let's see. Definitely no sea sister wouldn't be a thing. I'm just gonna skip going over them. Let's see here. Nope, not you. Appropriate. No, okay, and then shadow that was. Let's see here. What circle is the shadow of?
I think it's. Hold on, let me open my PDF.
Oh, found him. They're
Oh,
tenebrous.
you found. Okay, yeah, Tenebrous. Green Heralds, I think, second or third circle.
Gotcha. Okay. Green Herald's definitely not. As for Tenebrous, you're not quite sure, but you have a feeling that Tenebrous, shadow that was, might have some connection to this saying or these titles.
Can I attempt to consult my weird pact or no?
To consult them, you'll need to bind them, which will take time as it's basically another ritual. But
with the subclass, I am bound to him at all times.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you may consult as you will.
Mm-hmm. I look towards the second shadow flickering on the wall, and I ask about the titles First Mother of Night, if they know anything about the Keeper of Dreams.
Let me just go and bring up something. Tell me if this is legible.
Hello, this is the test.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Cool. Right.
Alright, so I guess lore and then history check, right?
For this thing, yeah. But in terms of you're asking about these titles, Kane,
Mhm.
roll me a d20 plus your level in binder.
Ooh,
RD20 plus 4. Not 20.
All right.
let's go.
There are many dwell in the borders of my domain. Mother of night, keeper of dreams. So familiar titles. There is one such form. Time is interesting. It's hard to say when or whence they came from, but they once did heed my calling. They turned from me, taken in by another. Though I still feel presence. This binding pact we made still has ties here to this land. This place you place your feet. Not say for sure where it might lie. But it is close. Very close.
Hmm.
The voice seems to diminish at that.
Well, that was informative.
Did we see anything? Like, it was just Kane.
Kane's just obviously talking to a shadow. I'm not sure if that was audible for everyone.
Are you talking with whomever that is?
Just casually talking with the evil shadow in front of people.
Was it evil? I didn't know.
If you had detect evil active or something like that, then I would be able to tell you, but you
yeah.
did not.
Yeah, that's why I said I didn't know.
Yep. I mean, there was a certain shadowy presence that kind of emanated around Kane as they talked, but I mean, they've used shadow magic before, so.
Alright. I'm just gonna send my notes to you real quick. See if I missed any words.
So what's her deal?
It would be borders. So the first line would be borders of my domain.
Okay.
So Kane.
Pretty much.
He
What's her
takes out a
deal?
notebook, like partially paying attention to the party, very quickly scribbles everything he can remember down, then turns his head.
Well, you've been staring at it and talking to yourself.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Sure.
As for the tomb, he glances over his notes again. This one's interesting. It's written in a language known as Akalo. Think Unseelie or Dark Fae. The name is Lorna Dynasty. First Mother of the Night and Keeper of Dreams are the titles bestowed upon her. And her epitaph reads, like a beacon in the night.
Sounds like she was a paladin, if you take the words literally.
Maybe.
On the other hand, the title First Mother of the Night seems more vampiric to me, but who
That's
knows?
actually true. A beacon in the night, full moon.
Mm.
Light is usually holiness, though. Right?
Kane shrugs. I'm
Was she a
unsure
great
as
lawyer?
to why it would be written in a Fey language if they were vampiric.
None of those would be particularly notable for this.
Hmm.
Actually, legendary weapons. Let me look at this particular figure again.
You might know her weapon.
Hmm.
You can give me a history check, Jarvis.
Good old. I'm gonna throw a prayer on this too. Where's my D4? Blah. Ha. 18.
Ooh.
18. Very nice.
Nice.
D20 minus 1. Yeah.
You do know there are several house relics and emblems and various different tools and armaments of Dynasty, many of which have gone missing over the years. You can't quite put your finger on what this particular figure's artifact was, but it's like on the tip of your tongue. You're so close.
Oh dear.
But you know it has tales about it.
I want to say she has a famous weapon, but I can't remember its name.
How is it still here? Alright, so I'm guessing no check for me.
Let's see here. I was distracted. 1 second. Emerald. Yeah, nothing would work for you.
Feels bad.
Mm-hmm.
I did contact, my little chat with myself, talking with my shadow for a moment. He had some interesting things to say on this nature. Kane adds in very hesitantly and casts his eyes at the AFK player.
It's fine, he's zoning out. You can go ahead.
Like, shit, I was gonna wait for him to get back to that, but it's like he's gone for 2 minutes. The shadow that was, these titles are familiar to them. Whoever this individual is once was in service of them of some sort. It's a little vague.
Ooh.
Whatever pact they made still has some ties to this land. And he just kind of motions beneath him, like here somewhere. Something's close by.
Well, I'm sure we could look inside, but I suggest if we do so, we should rest first.
Oh, hey, you're back.
The corruption
Sorry about
should
that.
be gone, right? You can feel it in the air. There's no or rather less.
I did briefly go over talking to the shadow thing.
Okay. Guess we're fine with that. Doesn't care about demons.
Did you check out the fountain?
We haven't looked at the fountain yet, I don't believe.
Not
Mm-mm.
yet.
Correct, you have not yet
That
looked
was
at the
next on
fountain.
the list.
Well, we all mosey in that direction, because I don't think we're going to open this crypt right now.
Unless we very specifically wanted to open it. But,
If
that
the-
might piss some things off.
If the body is there, it would be a
It's
comfort to
her.
know
It
that we
pissed
won't
her
have to.
off.
If she may have had a famous weapon, she may get up to defend herself, and I don't feel like fighting her at the moment.
It's
Fair.
possible, but also, there's also a chance that as long as no one disturbs the belongings within the crypt, it will not raise itself.
That's fair as well.
Yeah, how well did that work out last time, huh?
Whatever made their way here already had their way, from the looks of it.
Well, I'd be more than happy to challenge her once I catch my breath.
All right. Heading up to the fountain, you can see that it is still fairly clear liquid with a faint sparkle around it.
Not the water. I hand him the vial. The water we took out of it is totally normal. Okay.
I didn't actually check the water.
Can I look it over, give some sort of Arcana check or something?
Do you have Detect Magic active?
I do not.
Well, you can give me an Arcana, but it's nowhere near as effective without Detect Magic.
Mm-hmm.
One have detect magic.
I unfortunately need to eventually run around and learn a bunch of rituals.
There's certainly something magic about this liquid, or the well. It's hard to really tell, judging from the fact that Syrik claims to have a vial of the liquid that's no longer sparkling.
I'll show him the liquid.
But,
The bottle took.
It's more of the liquid that you have in the well water look different. One's obviously not magic, but the well water does appear to be magic. Liquid in the vial does not appear to be magic.
Hmm. Can will dip a finger in the fountain.
It's cool water.
Lick it.
Cade takes his finger out and licks the water. Tastes just like water.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Ah.
That was a good idea.
Con save.
Ooh.
No.
All right, as you taste the liquid within the well, you feel nauseous. Like, as soon as it touches your tongue. And then you have a sudden surge of adrenaline, as if you just finished a fight or maybe you ran for, 5 miles. And you're still amped up on that spike.
Holy shit. It's cocaine water.
And then you vomit. Because you rolled a 10.
And then I probably vomit after one drop of water. Yep.
It's a hell of a drug.
Well, I think
Unless
that
it-
answers that.
Unless you have a strong constitution, don't drink it.
What did it do? Besides make you vomit.
Gave me an adrenaline rush and made me puke.
Sounds
That
like
was
a
a
rape
s-
potion.
That was a single drop of water.
Sounds like a rage potion.
Why would they have water like this in a tomb? What would be its purpose? Is this like magic water for when they had workers dig through?
Is
And
this
that's how
a
they forced them to build all of
basin or
this?
a well?
From the looks of it, The water goes quite deep. You can actually see the bottom of the pool, so one would consider it could very well be a well. A lot of well. It looks to be a well, but it's shaped like a basin.
But I can see the bottom.
You cannot see the bottom.
I cannot see the bottom.
Very, very deep pool of water.
Oh, well. That is the oddity we found.
Seems that they would probably dipping bodies.
It's something. What's wrong? Is there something wrong with your finger cane? Was it still normal?
Kane shrugs. Besides vomiting, I feel fine. I mean, if you want to risk it, feel free to scoop up a handful and take a sip. But
I mean, maybe you shouldn't be drinking the water out of.
a crypt from, yeah, you know.
Anywho, once we get rested, we can start going to that room we found. That room is the most fascinating thing about this crypt. And it's where the guy was trying to run away from, too.
Yeah, that's where he was going.
Do we have any sort of light we could drop in it to see if we could see the bottom?
Do you have the
Can
light
anyone
cantrip?
cast light on a coin?
I don't.
Neither do I.
Nope.
Nope. You can put the Dawn Hammer in there.
I was actually considering tying it to a rope and dipping it in to see how far it
God,
goes.
no, do not.
But I don't think that's a good idea either. Yeah. We don't have any resources like a... Yeah, Pathfinder has the sun rods and stuff. We don't have anything like that, do we?
No.
Okay. Well, come back later with detect magic and see if we can figure out what it is.
Let's go to sleep.
We people leave, finally.
All right. Shall I shucky duck you guys out?
Yes.
Mhm.
Fly me to
One
the moon,
thing-
Mr. DM.
While we're walking out, Tarvis will mention he's considering gathering up the corpses later and having a funeral pyre for them somewhere.
There are a lot of corpses.
Well, a pyre would be suitable, though it does not need to be one a funerary in nature. I'm sure most of those corpses were technically already buried.
Well, I'd give them the same service I would an enemy combatant.
They're already in their crypts, no?
Well, they're just scattered on the floor, and I don't plan to find out where each one of them goes.
Just put them in the well.
Sounds like a bad idea.
No, we should honor the dead, and we burn them all in one big pyre.
Yeah, we can do that after we're done exploring that crypt. Then, of course, it's just, with a crypt discovered, we can afterwards try and look for that deed.
Of course, to carry all of those corpses up out of the crypt, I would probably use the emptied bag of holding. It would be a lot faster.
We still need to locate these spirits that Lazy Rose then spoke of. Hopefully they
so-
are.
No,
Deeper
I
into-
think he was one of them.
Yeah, that
the
clearing the
only one.
bodies, I'm pretty sure we'll do that last.
It is possible that this individual we just destroyed was one of the spirits, but considering the fact that he seemed more of a Or even as Morkeg said, a minion of someone else, it is doubtful he had a soul.
Hopefully, it was him agitating whatever spirits, which is why I believe it's super important we try and decipher what exactly he was trying to do, and we undo it as much as we can.
Well, the sooner we rest, the sooner we can head back into the mausoleum.
All right. Would you like to take a long rest?
Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
Well,
Mhm.
let's say there's an encounter during the evening. So you guys have cleansed one such villainy within the thing, but that has made it so other things might be viable. Excellent. All right. You guys' long rest goes by uneventfully, although you do have that occasional ominous hoot from an owl.
Hoot hoot, motherfucker.
Indeed.
Great, I'm no
Well,
longer exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Day passes, long rest achieved, and time is now 8th of
Rest.
September.
Goodbye.
If
Right.
no one else is interested, I may wear that ancient plate mail with the magical enchantment.
I think you're the only one that can currently.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the only one strong enough to
I'm just double checking. I was just,
How
if
many
nobody else
magic items do you have?
Too many. Would you like one?
Would
Ah.
you like to wear the ancient plate armor, Daniel?
No, I do not want to
Would
wear
you-
the ancient
would you
plate
like the
armor. But
Dawn
I'm like
Hammer?
over here going, like none of this
I-
works for me.
I'm more than happy to let you carry the Dawn Hammer.
Yeah. I'm looking at all of this, man. It's like, man, I really should have made a fucking paladin, huh?
I know,
I mean, the
right?
Withering Blade works for anyone, really. Anyone who's
Mhm.
dex-based.
Yeah, actually, I figured that was going to work back.
Would you like a falchion?
No, I can't use those.
The S stock, the Withering Blade. I'm tempted. Yeah.
I
Mhm.
think you
Uh,
can use it.
Yeah.
Jarvis is carrying 3 magic weapons.
But at the same time, I have a lightsaber.
You
Well,
have to
that's
give
just a
that
rental
up.
anyway, so
Yeah.
Well, you guys could always sell items and then
Mhm.
have fund for buying your own personally desired items.
I
The
think
Wither-
that's what we should look
Yeah.
into doing, considering, Tarvis is walking around. He's like this magic shop walking around right now.
I do
We
think
can,
Tarvis has like 80% of your items right now.
Tarvis has wares if you have coin.
Just about everything
we'll
he's
sell.
using
We'll sell
is
some of that
actually
stuff.
useful.
I'm good with selling the
It'll be
Withering
fine.
Blade and the S stock, and the Falchion.
The Dawn Hammer could probably be sold. It's a useful light source, but frankly, the versus undead flail is better.
Yeah, we can talk
The
about it.
falchion is just it would be my primary weapon because it's a two-hander that I can one-hand. If
The-
we're not fighting undead, right?
We
The
never
plate
will
mail.
be doing, I swear.
I'm only gonna wear this plate mail until they finish the armor that I had commissioned, which should be in a couple weeks, and then we can sell it because the armor I commissioned is better for armor class anyway. It's not magical, but I always have it enchanted later. So yeah, we can sell some of this stuff. It's not a big deal.
What is the S stock? It's piercing damage, right?
Yep. The S-Stock is
Alright.
essentially a versatile rapier.
Yeah.
Thicker, heavier, meaner rapier.
Mhm. Pretty much.
But yeah, I mean, I certainly can't use it. So if you want to use it for the time being, like, knock yourself out.
Yeah, totally.
Nah, it ruins my aesthetic. I'll stick with the dagger.
All right.
It's a
Plus,
little
most-
gauche, I agree.
Plus, most of my damage is my sneak attack anyways, so like having a better weapon die isn't that different, really.
Yes,
So you're
sir.
using a shield now. I was gonna say you could 2-up and fight, couldn't you? Does
Yeah, there's no point
Yeah.
into weapon fighting when you're a rogue because sneak attack only procs once per turn.
okay.
Or else, man, I'd be dual wielding my daggers.
It also kind of requires a lot of investment to get the fighting style for it and whatnot, because that's the only way it's even decently good.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, I haven't looked
I
at
mean, no, I mean,
fifth
I mean,
edition two weapon fighting yet. So.
I already took my fighter level. I could have just taken that fighting style.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But anyway, shall we return to the secret room of secrets, or open that crypt? I don't know, one of the two.
Yeah,
Up to you
that's
guys.
secret room.
Back to the oh, I'll shucky ducky you guys then.
The secret crypt of secrets.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm,
Shuckled.
Ooh,
Yeah, there.
we fly away.
We are truly the masters of unlocking secret rooms.
Truly. Don't
See
mind
what
me.
we mean? There's a weird freaking tattoo on the why. Yeah,
If you have the eyes that detects the magic.
Mm-hmm. Well,
You could
on the
probably
way
t-
in here, actually, we should probably walk past the fountain,
All right.
and I'll put up detect magic and see what's going on with that first.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
let's look at the water then.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
Aha!
moving. What's
Yeah.
Get shooped in the other direction.
Just getting shucky ducky all over this here dungeon.
I keep trying to change my armor class, and then I'm like, oh, Sage is
Listen,
moving us. Let me
listen,
get out of my
if-
token.
If this is cocaine water, we have to make it so that it flows through the mansion.
All right.
Go.
Looking over the water within the well as detect magic activates, you realize that it is indeed the water that is producing the majority of the magic, but something else. The well, like the actual frame of this stone basin, is also magical, though it's faint, and you can tell that it seems to be faint not because of a low quality enchantment, because it is inactive, and it is still producing an aura.
Ooh.
However, the water within the well is magic, that of transmutation.
Mm.
Some sort of transmutation magic.
Would you
Cool.
mention that it's inactive?
Well, yeah, I would tell you everything he just told me. Inactive transmutation magic. I just see what else does detect magic give me. Go look up that spell. Ah.
doesn't perhaps
And
show any way we can activate it, is there?
can I attempt to activate it with magic?
Well, it really depends on what you would attempt to do so. In terms of any ways that it would show you how to activate it, nothing that's immediately obvious at this point in time, no.
Mm-hmm. Can I put a hand on the fountain?
You place a hand upon the fountain. It is
Doesn't do anything weird?
cold stone.
Mm-hmm. Is there any writing or anything on the fountain anywhere?
As you look around, roll me an investigation check.
Ooh.
None that you can see.
Oh, fine.
Alone, well, water.
The mother of secrets script.
We could indeed go pop that open while we're here.
You at least look inside to see if she's even in there. It is interesting to note that all the others are defaced and this one is not.
Maybe they were smart enough not to deface this one.
Exactly is what I'm thinking.
Or what you figure out? Should probably get Tarvis
Oh,
in
you
here.
probably need me to help with the lid.
I'm Warlock summoned Tarvis.
Yep. Sorry, I finally found it. I was looking for armor class on my token. Like, yeah.
Here.
All right.
Tarvis will pray for guidance for himself and then move the lid of the sarcophagus.
Roll me in athletics.
All right. Button. That one.
All right. You can tell as you begin to push and lift at the lid of this sarcophagus that it is exceedingly heavy. You can barely budge it, but then you notice that there's a faint, like, little clasp. It seems to be not fully unclasped. You can see that the other 3 corners of this are unclasped. And with a quick little flick, the clasp becomes undone and is, well, surprisingly easy to move now. Pushing forward, the stone's sarcophagi lid kind of slides to the side, grinding against the stonework of the base sarcophagus. And inside, you can see that there is a silk-lined tomb, though much of it has been moth-eaten. There's no corpse.
She's not in there.
You do know, however, as you're looking within the tomb, that there is an indentation in there, indicating that there was once something. Not a corpse, but a long piece of metal.
Side?
Is it roughly shaped like an S-stock?
No.
No. Okay.
Do I detect anything magical?
No.
Can I further investigate the inside?
How do you do so?
Run my hands along it, see what's up.
You run your hands along it.
Anything
Roll me
hidden?
an intelligence saving throw.
Oh no, you touched it.
I touched it.
Just me, or is he always touching?
Look, if I get a vision, that's great. If I don't, well,
Running your hands along the interior of the sarcophagus, first off, you realize that the interior is an illusion.
oh,
You begin to feel around and your eyes shift and transform, indicating that, well, it is in fact a moth-eaten silk-lined tomb, but there is a corpse in here. The corpse, however, is partially smashed. Many of the bones are turned to dust. Some of them, however, are fresh, we'll say. You can still see that there are some forms of flesh upon them. Bones this old, that would not be the case. This one seems to be a fresh addition to this tomb. Additionally, you would notice that there is a piece of gemstone found upon the northern edge of the tomb, kind of like gilded upon the base of it. And it seems to be somewhat glowing. And as you place your hand down there, 22, you feel a spark of magic, a pulse, something enter into your mind and your body, but you shrug it off.
did it feel particularly harmful what it was trying to do?
Didn't feel pleasant.
Okay, so some sort of magic trap. All right, we got an illusory tomb. Can I by any? Can I by any chance tell how old the illusion is, or no?
There's not really a way for you to do that, not with your current skill set.
Okay. All right. The my buttons don't work. The inside of the tomb appears empty. It's an illusion. There's a body in there, and there's still some flesh clinging to the bones. Either this corpse
funny.
is fresher than it should be, or there's something else going on here.
I mean, that's good. When you first said that it
Perhaps
was
the-
empty, I was worried that we would have to fight her, as a
Sure.
zombie.
Perhaps the person in there is an offering to her.
What?
Mm.
Which?
While
you
you're
get-
discussing this,
How'd you
Morkag
get to that conclusion? Oh, yes.
and Danu, I need both of you to give me a perception check.
Oh, shit. Oh, God, there's something crawling nearby. Please don't be a spider.
Is it hearing based?
It is sight-based. Alright, well, the two of you are perhaps joining on the conversation or keeping an eye out for any would-be issues at hand due to the nature of this particular dungeon. Out of the corner of Morkag's eyes, I imagine you're mostly focused up here, and from Danu's vision, you see a shadow shift down the corridor to the west and across the hall, out of sight. And as you glimpse it, a chill runs up your spine.
Ah. Was it her again? Is it Lady Rosevein?
Danu's fur stands on end, and she points. She points over in that direction. Some over there.
Oh, I saw it too.
Shadow
Gosh.
that was.
Well, then let's go dispense of whatever it is.
Peek.
Morkag, as you peek around the corner, I need you to roll me two things. A perception check and intelligence saving throw.
Oh, God. Alright.
Actually, it might be charisma. Let me go check. Da.
Oh, please don't be charisma. Oh, God damn it.
It is a charisma save, unfortunately.
Alright. And here's my charisma.
Alright, as you peek around the corner, you kind of jump back a half step as literally within inches of your face, there is a half-decayed humanoid face looking back at you.
Yeah.
Somewhat translucent green spectral energy flowing around it. And it shrieks. Everyone down the hallway hears the shriek, somewhat hurting their ears, especially Danu, who your ears are particularly sensitive and keen. You, Morkak, however, manage to resist it as it seems to flow into you and then disperses. You do suffer, however, half the damage, which would have been... you suffer 9 psychic damage.
Ouch. I'll take it. Guess I found the spirit.
Hmm. Probably not a fan of what we're up to. Before I'm done with this sarcophagus, right? Does the general shape of the face, anything in the body, potentially resemble Lady Rosevein?
Roll me a medicine check.
Okay.
What scream at me looked like Lady
I
Rosevein?
can give you a +2 on that. I can give you an assist. Have
Assist
an
would be advantage.
Mm-hmm. I'll take it.
Okay.
Tarvis
Better
goes
than
running down the hallway looking for an enemy because he was pointed at an enemy and heard a scream.
Mhm.
So that's what he's doing.
Right. As some of your companions leave down the hallway, you look over at the corpse here. The bones are certainly feminine, but the tomb itself is of a feminine form. Whether they are close to that of Lady Rosevein, it's really hard to tell. They'd certainly be fresh enough for it to be Lady Rosevein's bones, but you'd imagine that'd be hard to actually, get them here and have them be defleshed so swiftly.
Mm.
Because they are bloody, but they're not, like, super flesh covered.
Look old. They're newer than this tomb, but they still look older.
No, they look
Then-
pretty fresh. There's not a lot of flesh on them, as if all flesh was removed, besides like a few hunks and chunks there.
Hmm. My
I
mindset
wonder
here
if that's what
is
the fountain was for.
my mindset here was this could have been Lady Rosevane's corpse stuffed in this tomb.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that as well, honestly.
That or conspiracy time. It's a vampire who
No, it's an undead thingy that just.
Well, whatever just passed through the hallway has proved that this place is far from empty, so we should press on before we are assaulted by
Mhm.
more.
let's close up the tomb before we push further,
Yeah.
so we don't piss them off.
Close it, but don't latch it. Leave it like it was.
But it was latched.
Everybody
It
else
was
leaves.
totally
Kane
latched.
tries to close the tomb himself.
Oh no! That's why I was here. I only latch it the one latch like it was.
Okay.
Danu's sick of this place, man. Like,
We're almost done. We have one room.
All right.
You just
I'll
got
give
like
you
50 gemstones. You're fine.
Do you like onyx?
We got one color only.
All right. Well, it's easy enough to get the tomb's lid back on place, so that's not a problem. I mean, it might take you a bit of struggling since it was just Zerai and Kane doing it, but it is doable. You guys make your way to the more prominent tomb chamber with the golem at its core.
Yeah. Also, just to make sure that's stated, I am burning another incense for my sensor of death
Excellent.
revulsion or whatever.
And I should say, does that not look like a damn golem or what?
Honestly, half the statues you see could be golems.
Who placed it there? Is it the Rose Vein or whoever that guy was working for?
I think this place is newer. I mean,
How long ago was Lady Rosevane killed?
Let's see here.
Recently, right?
It was
They were
decently
not-
recently. It was before you guys started the campaign, but it was decently recent, comparatively.
I'm going to call it a couple months then. And Casper will say, I highly doubt that in the couple months that Lady Rosevane has been dead, they constructed this entire section, especially underground.
no. I meant that it looks like it's not a dynasty. Like it was not a part of the dynasty tomb, or as it was originally made.
The land has been contested for some time. God knows if that necromancer was even here when Lady Rosewood was still alive.
I'm still thinking about that tomb we left behind, right? It was magically trapped. The bones inside were fresher than the tomb itself, still kind of bloody. Something don't seem right about this.
Are you implying that's
I imply they've always been like that.
what is
We
there?
are probably the first people who've opened up that tomb in a long while.
Is there a creature that requires its bones to be untouched, as it were? And if they were disturbed, they would die or get hurt?
Well, you can give me a religion
I-
check.
I was like, can I rack my brain for any such thing? Nope.
None that come to mind. I mean, you know from what Casimir told you from earlier, the purpose of bringing the salt would have been to salt and burn the bones of the spirit that you wish to send to the afterlife. So, as one reason to have the bones be destroyed,
And
would be
the
to
spirit that shrieked at us was not the same that we saw.
correct. with a 22 for Casimir, there are certainly plenty of creatures that depend on their bones being intact and whole to form. Skeletons being one of these most common. There's also particular undead, like the bone drinkers are another one. There's the I believe morgs are another. There's a fairly long list of creatures, all that rely on bones for one reason or another. Some rely on it as a source of food and cannot feed upon bones that have been burnt to dust. Some require it as a means of creation. Others require it as, well, not really a form of sustenance, nor as a mean of creation, but as a binding of their spirit.
Anchor.
An anchor, yes.
Well, Casimir will relay that and simply say,
Hmm?
it is well, most traditional undead will reanimate with their bones, but if it is using those bones as an anchor, it's possible, but the flesh seems to suggest that whatever it is more recent. Unless the illusion was also preserving the bones for some reason, or the body rather.
Well, if you want, we can burn it with the rest. So,
Mm,
Tarvis is getting close enough to get that statue in his detect magic. Is it magical?
Yep.
It's definitely magical.
Acts as transmutation.
More transmutation magic.
Do you see anything else? Apart from the statue? Like,
Perception
is there,
check,
like...
Tarvis.
Perception check. Buttons.
Each of the braziers detect as magic. You would detect it as evocation. You can surmise it's probably a never burning torch type of situation. Other than that, with the 15, you don't notice anything else to note.
Magical fires in the corners. That's about it.
These fires aren't magical.
The fires are very specifically magical. They have an ever burning enchantment placed upon them.
I want to approach here. Can I do an investigation as I approach?
Yeah, give me an investigation.
Investigation.
Tarvis will stay right next to Morkag as he gets closer. Just
All right,
in case.
you take a
that
few
thing
steps
tries to
forward
come
about
alive.
here,
Oh.
and you notice there's a lip beneath the dais. Something's beneath it.
Secret room underneath this, then. Alright. Approach. Is there anything on here?
All right, looking at the plaque, you would read. Let me see here. Going to look at my notes again. Scrolling down. Right, got that information. Where's the name for? Oh, fine. That's where I should probably like put my key names and stuff just at the top of this file, so I can always just be like, I need to load my key names. Yeah, I have to go through the paragraphs to find the name I'm looking for. That is what the plaque reads.
Keepers of the Veil. Lords of Bacano, chosen of the three, those herds of night. What's Bacano? Says Morkag.
You guys would know that Bacano is the name of the Vale, the like region you guys are in of Bruges.
Those herds of night bound here for dawn's light. Oh, four. Before dawn's light, not four, right?
It is spelled that way for a reason.
Hot damn. Wait a minute. Is this thing a palindrome? Okay, I guess, one guy's gonna, like, scroll, crouch down and be like, alright, so how
I did
do we get
misspell
this thing
something, though.
open?
I spelled the wrong Vale. It's supposed to be...
Veil?
Yeah. There you go. That's the proper spelling.
Oh. Is this an actual palindrome? Oh god. Alright, so I guess Morgay's gonna poke around and try and see how we can get this open.
It's a Dawn's light hammer.
Oh, Dawn's hammer! I mean, that's a bit too literal, isn't it?
Darvis pulls out the Dawn Hammer and flicks the light switch on.
I think you're muted.
I was muted, yes. As the light flickers on from the Dawn Hammer, there is certainly an energy from beneath the dais that is kind of like pouring out. That only you can see, Tarvis, because of the magic detection that you have active. But from what you guys know, there is no way that this dais is moving as long as this statue is still atop it.
Right, what about the room we're in? Is there an anomaly, like a mirror on the wall that's not supposed to be there, or like
There's these weird grates on the floor.
yeah, there's grates on the
It's
floor.
pretty
like,
weird.
That's odd. But what about like on the walls or on the ceiling? Like, does it look like it could open up? Because right now Morgan is thinking like Dawn's light, like maybe literally, so he looks up to see if there's any ways for the ceiling to open up, or if there's any opening.
Perception check.
Will do. 21.
Let's see here, 21. There's no like obvious signs of like a mirror or anything like that. No. Seems to be a pretty smooth stone upon the ceiling, and the walls don't seem to bear any mirrors or the like.
Can I look down the grate?
Looking down in the grate, give me a perception check.
Okay. These slow rolls, so you're gonna
Yeah.
kill me.
It's pretty dark. Can't really see much of interest.
I have Devil Sight.
It's just like, yeah,
Just dark. There's nothing there.
yeah. It's just
Okay.
yeah. Seems to be just empty. It does seem to have a lower level to it. Like, you know, put your arm and reach the bottom of it, but
Let's see it.
it's yeah. There's nothing noticeable about down there. You can notice the tent.
So you didn't see anything, Tarvis? Since you have the magic eyes.
Oh, down in the grate.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
down in
take
the
a-
grate or
Yeah, I'll take a closer look down in the grate, I suppose. Sorry, I was looking at something else for a second. Did you already tell me what was in there? I was slightly distracted.
Oh,
Um,
it was more like to also like say what happened when you raised the Dawn Hammer as well, since we didn't see that.
Mhm.
Wait, what?
They were wanting you to in character tell them what you saw about the Dawn Hammer.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was distracted and I missed it.
Mhm.
My apologies. But what did I actually see?
The Dawn Hammer produced a magical aura from beneath the dais that you have noticed.
Oh, do I know the school of the aura?
As you kind of think upon it, appears to be necromancy.
Well, it looks like there's necromancy magic underneath there. Maybe it's defending this place from something, sealing
It
something
does?
off.
You didn't mention that before. Was it when you took out the hammer?
I can see it better with the light from the Dawn Hammer.
At this point, the fire from the braziers begins to flicker. And there's no obvious sign of wind within these tunnels. I need you,
Well-
Tarvis, to roll me a Arcana check.
Arcana. Okay. Let's see.
Alright, you see the Dawn Hammer's light begins to flicker in and out, but then a moment passes and the hammer's light returns to its full strength.
Something strange is going on here. Oh,
Did you get-
I looked again. We keep calling it the Dawn Hammer. It's the Dusk Mallet.
Dusk Mallet.
Mhm.
Excellent.
Somebody started that, and everybody kind of just rolled with it.
Mhm.
It's the Dusk Mallet.
The Dusk
Yeah.
Mallet. Excellent indeed.
Doing a thing check real quick. There are 5 living creatures near me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Living.
Yeah, living.
It could be that ghost that yelled, that wraith. It looks like we won't be able to find how to get down there. We can still explore further points to the passage.
Alright. You see a stairwell heading up to a small landing, a single file, single file from looks of it. It's pretty clant quarters, but it opens up at the top, where it seems to be a side by side.
Oh, I can go check it out. It's a bit tight. So we're gonna stealth.
Ah, this would be under the manor. Kane suddenly announces.
I mean,
Tarvis is gonna stick the lit Dusk Mallet in his shield sconce again, and then he's gonna set up a shield, and then he's gonna get down on a knee and really look in that grate, like he's gonna put his face right up to it and look down there.
all right. I thought it was I thought there was a wall there. Never mind. I thought it was here was the wall and this was the entrance, but it's the opposite. Okay. Anyways, as you turn the corner and Tarvis begins to look into the grate down below, you notice that there is certain red tinge to the bottom of that there grate, Tarvis, but nothing that seems to be depicted as magical. Morkag, you round the corner and what you see before you is, well, horrifying. I need you to give me a check, which I will grab in just a second to tell you what you need to roll. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, do.
As you see before you, a room
Oh no.
large and oval in shape, with a statue of an angel and a demon facing off against each other, both holding a lit brazier in a stairwell leading up. The chamber itself, however, there is no visible stonework floor, but a thick pool of bubbling blood. Which I now need to go get rid of the object layer, because apparently I had my object layer drawing still. Oop, there we go. Alright. With a 10. I need to ask you a few questions. The first question is, what is your highest mental ability score modifier?
I think it's int. Yeah, int at 14.
You did 14. Okay. Well, let's see if this goes poorly.
Oh no.
The worst. Alright. You suffer 6 points of sanity damage.
Ouch.
So that is not actual player like HP damage, that is on a different track. Essentially, you have a threshold of sanity equal to double your highest mental ability modifier. So you'd have a 4 as your threshold.
Okay, just let's
Your
six.
your score for sanity is equal to 5 times your score in your highest mental, so 14 times 5.
Okay.
And then your current sanity is your score minus the damage you just suffered. And you have a sanity edge, which is equal to half of your sanity score. If you ever suffer enough amount of damage, sanity damage equal to or greater than half of your sanity score essentially, which is your sanity edge, then your madness that you would gain is greater rather than a standard madness. However, since I got higher than your threshold of 4,
Give me a madness right now.
I'm giving you a madness, yeah. I just need to bring up my table for this. Let's see here. Do I have this in this folder? No, it should be over here. Yeah. Okay. Roll me a d100.
Alrighty, here we go. 42. Is it the meme number?
Pretty close to the meme number. Alright, as your mind begins to take in the swirling, burbling pool of blood, you think for a moment about what Drasmork said about him knowing... I completely blanked and forgot your cousin's name.
Kreia.
Of him knowing Kreia and the sinister connotations of his laugh as he fell. You think, no, she can't be in here. And then your mind shifts. There's a faint cackle as Drasmork's echoing, receding laughter that flows into your mind. And you, the 42, not really sure if you're doing this yourself, but your companions see you kind of falter, taking a step back at the top of the stairwell, speaking incoherently, babbling, though the words that they can get out from your mind are Kreia. You are most certainly babbling for the next minute.
Oh, 1 minute, good.
Yeah. The sanity damage does remain until it is cured, which can be cured through a few means, like therapy is an option. There are certain spell effects that can cure it. There's long rest can do some things for it as well. But right now, you to the pub.
To the pub.
But at the moment, sanity damage is there, and if it ever gets to the point where it triggers your edge, then we deal with more important madnesses.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the chamber itself was certainly harrowing, as your companions see you falter and still babbling about Kreia and blood and dead. Really the only words that they can get out of you.
Oh. Yeah, babbling in Goblin with the occasional common word.
Mm-hmm.
yells at Zerai to get out of the way and Goblin. Guess he doesn't respond, huh? Guess I should
Try
shoot him.
stone cold.
Sorry, just stands there like, no, I'm not moving. There you go.
He's actually gonna stay here. As he goes crazy, just a little bit.
Is he possessed?
He seems to be babbling about something.
Don't go in there.
Does he detect his magical, some sort of enchantment or something? I don't.
No.
No.
It's very important that you do not go down there. Actually, no, I'm not gonna move.
Hey,
What did you find?
I better not say. But I can be upfront. You do not want to see what is down there.
Just push past him. There's nothing left in this room for us to find, at least for the time being. We have to move. We have to press onwards.
Trust me, you do not want to go down there. Takes out his dagger.
My Discord died.
No,
No.
people just stopped talking after I said takes out dagger.
Okay. For a second, they're like, wait, nobody's responding to that? What? He's threatening us with a knife?
The first thing that came to mind was a meme. I'm sorry.
Tarvis is considering casting exorcism on him because he thinks he might be possessed.
I will attempt to disarm him. I don't actually know how, but
That'd be an
I'm
athletics
sure
check or acrobatics for you because you're a monk.
yeah, I was like, I'm sure I'm somewhat good at it.
And you would oppose with athletics or acrobatics, Morkak.
Yeah.
And as a note, the character sheet, the 5e character sheet I've been working on, it does have the sanity stuff automatically in
God.
the updated sheet. So if you guys do update your character sheets, I would just let me know and I'll send you guys the updated character sheet. You try to take the dagger from their hands and it's easily they just kind of like shrug the hand to the side and the blade's still within.
I am not kidding. You do not want to see what's behind there.
We don't want to see what's back there. We have to see what's back there.
No, you don't.
All right.
All right, what was back there?
I can't say. It's horrific. Horrible, even.
Fair enough. What's next?
Well, unless you found some way to move that golem or statue or whatever it is, doesn't look like we're going to get anywhere else in the.
Do you think I should move it?
It seems unlikely we'll be able to get under the platform with these statues still being there.
Maybe with the running start, and I've hit it in the knee.
It might work.
I may want to go bring up Stone Golem's token.
Well, is that a plan then? I'll thump it and see if it moves.
Sure, I'll guide you in your actions, I guess.
Are we ready?
Yeah. I mean, Morkeg's still standing there like a crazy person, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know if Zerai is actually just standing there, but Morkak is not gonna move an inch.
I was just standing there. If we are going to attack the statue instead, then
Yeah, hold on. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna.
You're also still fatigued for some reason.
Yeah, you're still fatigued, Zori.
I don't know why.
Long rest doesn't remove the state automatically.
Hi, yeah, I'm here.
Are there any preparations we should make? Perhaps I should. Let's see. What kind of spells might I want to cast? I still have detect magic up, but we probably if this is a fight, I'm not gonna need that.
Here, I'll cast Aid on Tarvis, Zerai, and then I'll look over towards Morkag. Well, he's going to be statue over there, and then cast the last one on himself.
Oh,
Tarvis
Yes.
will give himself a shield of faith before. Yeah.
So you guys get 5 max HP. Wow.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to archery.
What do we know about fighting statues?
Give me an Arcana check.
It's a rock.
That doesn't sound like it'd be easier.
You said Arcana. I don't have that, but hey, how about a tactics?
Tactics would require you to know what it actually is.
Ah, okay. It's still a statue. Well,
Mhm.
yeah.
With a 16 Arcana, though, and a 17 from Danu, the two of you would know that there are various constructs that are formed, that are bound and animated through magic. These beings often are one purpose, one goal in life, and that is to serve. Most likely one that this one would represent, being that they are of huge size or large size, it's really hard to tell, would be that of a stone golem, a being meant to guard and protect and serve its master for whatever purpose the master deemed fit. These beings themselves are highly resistant to magical attack, exceedingly powerful, durable, and are known to be able to produce a field that slows time around them, making those sluggish and weak while they move with the speed of, well, I wouldn't say stone golem, because stone golem kind of implies they're slow, but compared to everyone else, well, certainly fast, like a trained boxer. It is said that their fists, their attacks, whatever that might be, is like being slammed by, well, a battering ram of stone. Not pleasant. For mechanical benefits, you guys know that they have high AC, high HP, high damage, are highly resistant to magic, are fairly one-dimensional, depending on the golem type. Some might be built differently, but the average golem is pretty simplistic in their particular ways and their particular talents. And they have an ability to produce a slow spell-based effect with an area that can, well, I mean, it produces the slow spell. It causes like a 10-foot burst of creatures to become slow. So -2 dexterity, -2 AC, unable to take reactions, can only take an action or a bonus action on both. I'm pretty sure that's this. Yeah. They only allow one attack, even if you have the extra attack feature. In terms of the actual difficulty of golems, finding magic into the body of a stone golem is difficult. It is certainly not something that any old, first-year student within an arcane college could produce. It is higher quality magic. You believe of at least a 5th circle, indicating that while the golem itself might not be of a power scale similar to a 5th circle mage, they were still made by one, and it's likely that they are of a similarly, though probably somewhat not as strong in terms of like martial compared to magic, but of a similar tier in terms of tiers of play, mechanical benefits. Fifth Circle of Magic implies a 9th level character, I believe. It is likely, what I'm providing you now, that this creature is probably designed for 4th Circle play, which would be 7th level. And it's likely that they are a lieutenant, so a single creature able to handle a fight by themselves. From your guys' knowledge, Drasmorg, as a player knowledge, this is not something you guys would just know, but to get you guys context, Drasmorg is a 5/6 boss. So in terms of like difficulty level, he'd probably be on a similar scale to Drasmorg, but in a different way. Because Drasmorg was very much specialized, and I have a bunch of minions, I have some magic capabilities. This creature is very much, I fight alone, I hit like a truck, I have high AC, and I have high HP. You're going to have to find a way to disable me somehow. Because I'm just going to probably slam a couple of you guys a couple times, then drop you with 1 or 2 punches, depending on if you're squishy or not. And with that knowledge, though, you can roll a tactics, because you do know now that it is a golem. It is a stone golem.
Do you want me to re-roll?
I was
Or
taking
keep
your
the one I
Arcana.
rolled?
Oh.
I rolled a 1. So,
Oh, yeah. No, I see it. Yeah. That is unfortunate. Anyone else can roll a tactics, though, now that they have this knowledge.
Ooh. Ooh. No.
What are these rolls? Okay.
Okay, Morkag, very good. So, Morkag, I'm going to provide you the most important detail about stone golems I think would be helpful for this particular fight. And that is that they are resistant to a lot of different attacks. Their magic resistance doesn't just apply to, hey, they resist magical spells or anything like that, like the magic resistance feature, but they are physically resistant to most types of magical damage, and because of their particular nature as a stone golem, they are resistant to physical attacks made by weapons that are not considered adamantine. Specifically, they are immune to damage that's physical unless it is magical, in which case they become resistant, and if they are adamantine, it considers it resistant, or no. Magical weapons, consider them resistant to the damage, rather than immune. If it's neither magical nor adamantine, they're just flat out immune. If it's adamantine, then they are, you deal damage normally. If it is magical adamantine, then you do damage normally. But adamantine's the key thing here, is you need to do adamantine weaponry to harm them.
Yeah, I can cover that.
Morgak switched to the bow because he wasn't gonna leave this spot, but if they were gonna attack, he was gonna like help using the bow. But after looking at the rock golem and seeing them prep, he's gonna be, stop. We don't have the weaponry to even damage that thing.
Now, I do believe, Casimir, you have purchased some weapon blanches, but those were all silver, correct?
Yeah, they were silver.
Yeah, so you know that something of that nature could be helpful, but you don't have it.
Nothing short of,
E17 will bless our weapons. They will
Nothing-
do all that they need to.
nothing short of adamantine.
Sir, please.
Nothing short of adamantine. Not even Danu's magic could penetrate it, I believe.
My magic can, out of character.
Tarvis can channel glorious weapons and make their weapons count as all rare materials.
Oh, damn.
All right.
Oh shit.
Yotan it is.
Oh, cool. It's all of us.
Mm-hmm. And they'll also do an additional D6 radiant damage.
As every rare material type for the purpose of overcoming. Oh, wow. So we could actually nuke the golem.
Yeah.
I think.
Also, I literally have elemental items, so my damage, even if it's resistant to fire, will still do food damage.
So yes, Yoten can bless our weapons, and they will do just fine.
blinks. Or rather,
Doesn't
winks.
sound like a terrible idea. Other than, you know, fighting a giant stone golem.
Unless you have a better idea.
I have none.
And I suppose
Well,
you're still not going
hallway.
to let us pass into that hallway.
Trust me, you do not want to see what's in there.
Then I suppose our
Well-
decision is made.
Look, we don't really want to be fighting this thing either. And
As,
we have to go down there as part of our pack Ladies Rosevein.
But why don't we want to fight it?
Oh, I was under the presumption that this creature would need some adamantine weaponry, which we don't have. But if you say your god can help bypass that, then I have no reservations.
Indeed, obviously, he has led me to this challenge for a reason.
I go punch it then.
Alright, Tarvis is gonna go take his knee out.
I'm gonna.
Scars and bashes his knee in.
I go and I poison my dagger. And I say the command word and make it poison.
All right, your dagger flashes with poison as Tardovis charges forth and slams the hammer into the knee of this creature.
I'm actually wielding the falchion.
Oh, falchion, I see. Excellent.
And it's like I rolled terribly, but it's not moving.
The
so
falchion swings into the knee. Ding! You feel a little reverberation kind of ringing your head as well. And then you
Oh.
kind of stagger back a bit as the eyes of the golem light up. Roll me initiative.
I think you needed to do the channel divinity first, but that's fine.
Did you really? Did you really just do that? Did you?
Yeah.
Did you really just do?
There's
Look,
the rating.
Mac the
it's
golem.
look, it's fine. The golem can't fit through the exit.
That's what you think. That's what you think. You don't know. You don't. That's a big door right there.
You
I
know
was
it's
afraid-
not a big door?
I mean, if you guys want insanity, Mocha's not gonna let it.
Oh, one way or another, Kane's going that way. He's just waiting.
Not if I have to kill you myself. Oh no, he won't go
Dude.
that far.
Let us decide. After a minute, it wears off. I mean,
I can do it twice.
After a minute,
no,
that's 10
no,
rounds.
Morkov. After a minute, it wore off.
Okay,
I don't
the-
know why
The,
he's still.
the thing was so horrific, it made him question his sanity. He doesn't want to inflict that on any of you.
Yeah, but also his mental stats are kind of shit.
What do you mean?
I mean, look, my thing is, I've been seeing visions this entire time.
Hold,
and they've
hold
been
on.
lukewarm.
Hold on. This is a charisma save. What's your charisma save?
What, are you asking the charisma caster what his charisma save is?
Yes.
+6,
Oh, God.
which means I have a mental or a sanity stat or whatever of 8.
I think we all rolled, right?
I'm just getting the creature set up. I didn't have a token made, so I'm just macking him real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not
surely.
prepared for
Didn't
party
even
committing
have it.
suicide.
He didn't.
I didn't think you guys were
You
going to
have
trigger
a
this.
token.
I thought you guys were going to find the command rod upstairs and, have a golem as a friend.
Sorry,
Instead, you're
somebody
killing your
didn't want us to
golem.
go
Golem.
We wanted to go through the crypt first.
It's fine. It's fine. Let's see what's your HP at again.
I mean, if I passed the save, I would have been fine, but, like, that thing is poopy.
All right.
Venting the rest of us to go.
Basically, if Morkang had found the ring VHS, he would have, like, destroyed it, or just kept it to himself.
Mm-hmm.
And then died alone.
Yep.
All right.
Obviously, fighting it is more metal. Come on.
And more XP.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might level up. That's I mean, when Sage was giving us his big DM warning that we shouldn't toy around with this, the first thought was like, oh, if we kill it, we get to level up, huh?
XP.
All right. Let's see here.
But broken bodies. But XP.
Images, constructs.
I mean, Taurus is the front line. If he goes down, I'm booking it.
All
Like, if he goes down in the first round, it's like, Monka Giga.
All right. Just gonna post this here so I have access to it. And now that's covered. I meant to do that. Not there. We go. All right. Boop, 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 boop. I'm not gonna worry about any of the fluff I don't need. I'm just gonna try to get him set up as quickly by changing his
Legendary
HP.
minion.
All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Anything else I need to worry about? There we go. All right, and then that sets. These should already be set because, yeah, I just copied a different golem that I had. It is really close to an earthen golem, which is a magma golem. I'm just changing some of the stats on this
Monka.
token, so I don't have to make an entirely new token. Let's see here. His
At least we're
saving.
not fighting the blood golem.
It's true. That would be unfortunate. See here, all these are 0 because he's immune. And then for his also immune. All right. Anything else I'm missing? No. Okay. Cool. All right. You just go make sure that his macro for his attack roll is not incorrect. It is. Okay. Fixing that real quick, and then we should be good.
This is like that time that you get stuck in a battle and it just takes forever to start loading in.
It's
You're
true.
just playing the whole time.
Yep. All right. Well, hopefully you guys will see the error of your ways soon.
Mm,
It'll be fine.
I've learned nothing.
I've learned nothing.
Well, I feel like Dan would learn something. Fucking Tarvis is crazy.
Tarvis is still trying to prove himself in the eyes of his war god, so
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, thinking on a golem. Hell yeah. And the day prior, you got rid of a fucking necro.
I mean probably, but it was a finger wiggling spellcaster. He was wearing plate mail though, so yeah, maybe. Yeah.
All right, and that's looking good. And that's looking good. Cool. Cool. What else I'm missing? Now, these guys are pretty simple, so I don't need to add any of those macros. I mean, I feel like I don't need to put a macro saying that he has resistant to magic damage. I feel like that's simple enough. Yeah. I should make sure his token lists that, though, because I forgot that's a new property added with this, or that I made this token, or after I made this. There we go. Cool. Saving tokens, so I don't do this again.
You know,
Copy.
did we ever figure out what those switches opened?
No,
No.
it was probably this room, but it
Yeah, I
probably
mean, it
didn't
could have
work.
literally just been this room.
But
Probably-
there was
it probably-
another handle on these doors, which is how we got into this room.
All right.
Yeah,
Initiative
there's probably
roll.
another entrance that Markag didn't want people to see. That's really horrific.
Well, I rolled a natural 1 on my initiative, so prepare yourselves for going first. Jarvis, your surprise round has occurred, but you missed the golem. It is now your turn.
Channel Divinity, quick!
I missed him. He was standing still.
You didn't hit him hard enough to deal any physical damage to him.
Ah, because I hit him before I channeled to. Yeah, I pushed the button. So I pray to Yotan to bless my falchion and the weapons of my companions to defeat this foe.
Yes, we all got,
Very good, very
got
good.
it.
Very good, very good. All right.
And then, yeah, good.
So that was your action. Anything else?
Yeah, I still have a bonus action. Said he's resistant to magic damage, but I might as well bonus action pop out of the spiritual weapon.
Excellent. Just trying to get the combat music loaded up.
Yep, I'm gonna jump over to the other map and grab that token.
Should do.
And then we are on this map. Question: if I did bonus action before the spiritual weapon, would the thing have actually affected it as well, even though it's a spiritual weapon? It's a little
The
late.
glorious weapons does not affect your spiritual weapon now.
Ah, that's a shame. All right, it's gonna try to bonk him in the head.
Excellent. All right. The spectral loot swings wildly and slams into the golem's skull. If the weapon wasn't spiritual, you think the weapon would have broken upon impact, but it seems to have caused some injury to the golem.
All right, I think I got his attention. Yeah, I'm done.
Excellent. Danu.
Okay, was it explained to me that magic is not a
Yeah.
Distant but not immune.
well, fuck.
Well, that's my only option.
I mean, I don't want to get close enough to this thing to poke it with my fucking trident.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Daniel.
No, I'm not going to. In fact, I'm gonna. What's it? Different. 60 feet. Okay.
I just heard a very loud crack of thunder. Someone will say there's a storm here. If I drop, you know why.
Mm-hmm.
The spirit gods. The machine spirits, I mean.
Hmm.
Let us pray.
All right.
Hold on. I'm measuring things. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna move here. Summon my tentacle. Where's my tentacle?
It is above you and to the right.
Tentacle of the deep. Right here. Yeah. Then my tentacle is going to attack.
Excellent.
And 25 not hits.
25 does hit.
Okay, I was about to say.
As the tentacle wraps around the golem's leg, beginning to send icy shivers up and around it, seemingly reducing its maneuverability. Just looking to see if I have resistance or anything like that. It's cold. Nope. Okay. Seems to do a full 8 damage. No resistance.
Oh.
Yeah, the magic resistance is specifically against saving throws and other magical effects. I have advantage.
Okay, so we're just gonna test this out. Eldritch Blast.
Right. Beam of Force will
Oh.
fly through the air, slamming into him.
That's
As a natural 20,
potential
roll to
crit.
confirm.
Oop.
All right. The critical beam will most certainly slam, crashing into the creature's face. You see parts of the stoneworked helmet seems to chip away, dealing 15 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And I moved 30. wait. I moved. Where was I?
You were here.
Yeah.
It's here.
You moved
Okay,
here.
so that's 20 feet. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna finish my movement here
Excellent.
in my turn.
Casimir.
Let's turn down music first.
Mm-hmm.
Turned it up because I couldn't hear it, and then I deafened myself. It was great. What's the range of this? Is it 30 feet? I think it's 30 feet.
Oh, I just remembered, Tarvis, you do have a 16 tactics passive. You'd recognize that the stone golem has the bulwark, juggernaut, deadly, ruthless, and 1 second. Completely forgot the name of this because I was just doing it off the top of my head. Let me bring up the thing again. Where are your traits? And relentless. Those are the traits. Meaning that he has higher normal armor class or DR. He has higher normal HP or things that can resist being slammed. He has higher than normal damage output. He can attack people who are dying, incapacitated, or otherwise not a threat. And relentless meaning that he has the ability to resist his movement being fucked with.
Yeah. I cast Bless on Zerai, Tarvis, and Kane.
Excellent.
Does that mean
Uh-huh.
he should have had the ability to resist the movement reduction from the tentacle?
Oh, he just ignores it because of his ability.
Ah, okay.
Ice is
Gotta
still
find
there.
this
It's
button.
pretty, but
Oh, I guess I should do a skill check on him. Is Arcana viable for this?
Arcana is viable for constructs. Yes.
Nope. All right, that's my turn.
Unfortunate, but you blessed your companions, and from there we go to Zerai.
Here. And attack him with my dagger. He will have to make a.
Oh, he's immune to poison.
I have the poisoner feat, so nothing is immune to poison.
Da-da-da-da. You ignore resistance to poison damage. He is immune. He's just immune. No damage whatsoever. So if he were resistant, meaning that he takes half damage, he would take full damage, but he's straight up immune, so he just ignores that entirely. He has no bloodstream to have the poison affect him.
Okay.
Yeah. There are certain poisons that can affect him, though, but you don't have those poisons.
That's not the one I've got, no.
Yeah.
I already turned on jabbing. I'll spend a key to do an extra hit. So should be this button.
Huzzah! Right, first slam with the blade bounces off this thick stone work of this creature. Second two, however, do find purchase, slamming him for 12. And your weapon is indeed adamantine because of the glorious weapons of Tarvis. And then, math, I'm blanking right now for some reason. 12 plus 7
And
is
a
19 plus 3. Is
D6 radiant damage.
that per hit or just for the first strike?
Your weapon deals a D6 radiant damage.
And roll me additional d6 twice. Damage applied.
Ow.
All right. Anything else?
No, I'm done, and I'm gonna be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
All right. Okay.
Mhm. All right. So I do a little bit of that hexen, right?
Assume strength.
Bonus action. Yep, bonus action. Strength hex this nerd in case anybody wants to try to knock him on his ass.
Excellent. You just see a foul energy begins to form around the golem, seemingly confusing him or opening up chinks within his armor. You see the various crevices that would provide you access to his core are now highlighted.
And then I blap him.
Unfortunately, 12 will most certainly miss. As it does hit him, it just deflects.
I don't know if it's plus savable. Plus is not in that.
Nah, the
Actually,
AC's 18.
Sorry. I tried,
Yeah, no.
and I
You
failed.
did really try, but now 16's not enough.
It would have been two force anyway. So
That's why I'm not
sure.
asking if you want to use Destiny. Yep. All right. Anything else?
Did I destiny for 2 force damage?
It is always an option.
I'll tactic. Wait, can I do an Arcana check on this nerd
You can.
as opposed to tactics?
Yep.
Okay.
He's a big old
My
golem.
rolls.
Oh no. All right. Orcag.
All right, that's my turn.
So it's an Arcana to identify him? What are
Arcana
the
or
other
tactics.
ones? Do I have tactics? I do not. So I'll just do an Arcana. Let's go check. Arcana. I guess.
All right.
There's like, can I get
What would you like to learn about him?
What's his AC?
His armor class is 18. However, you know that he has abilities that can spike it.
Okay.
Oh, good.
What else can I know? Or was that it?
You only managed to get enough for one information gain.
Okay. All right.
My
AC,
DC is
we have
15,
AC.
so
Okay, good. All right. So I'll just. I guess I'll try it. Nah, never mind. I'll just shoot it.
Mhm.
23.
23 will most certainly slam into me.
Because of the thing, and friends are nearby, so I'm gonna add my sneak attack. And I am gonna make this a distracting strike. So I get to do another extra 3 damage to that. So that's
The arrow slams in the golem, seemingly sending him reeling back upon his back foot. Parts of his chest plate of stone you see him crumbling down as you see a strange glowing white crystal within the core there. Some of his core has now been revealed due to the damage he has suffered, but he's still alive and standing.
good.
Sorry, real quick. I don't know if you remembered. Did you guys roll the bonus radiant damage from the blessing as well?
Zerai has, Mork has not.
And
Actually,
I'm using
your
spells, so it doesn't
weapon
matter.
lists you as having a D rating damage on it.
Yeah, D6. I added it. The
Okay,
radiant
so
damage
you have
is
it. Okay,
from
cool.
the-
Okay, sorry. I was just making sure.
I wasn't sure if that was
Yeah.
just natural to the weapon.
Nah.
Cool.
So you can have. I don't have another. Oh, I could have had it. Okay, no, never mind. Yeah, my turn is over.
All right, we are going to go to the golem.
Hopefully, I didn't pull aggro.
The
Please
golem
don't
is
insta
going
kill
to look
somebody.
at what I
Please don't
want to do.
insta kill somebody.
Yeah, go for the tentacle or the piano, or lute. I mean.
Yeah, no.
He is going to use Stone's Resilience.
Oh no, is that like? Is he gonna heal himself?
Let's see here. Is it plus 10 or is it plus? That's plus hit dice and con. Okay. Right. The creature uses bonus action to heal himself for 31 points of damage.
Fuck! What the fuck?
The creature is then going to use its action to slam out a
3d10 plus 15. Fuck me.
Okay, it didn't heal all of its damage.
No, I'm actually deciding because I can either slow 2 of you, or I can slam. My tactics say to. It does not trigger just yet, but it's close.
Oh
Okay.
god.
The creature is going to slam the shit out of. Top down. Zerai.
I was scared since it had the relentless attribute that it was free range on all of us.
All right.
He teleports behind you into the tiny tunnel and beats the shit
Oh.
out of you.
Oh!
Oh no.
Is that
The
50
first attack
damage?
is fucking a natural 20. Why? It's more than 50. It's 52.
52. 52
23 to
damage.
confirm. So I think I'm dealing 52 damage to Zerai.
Good news, Sarai lives.
I have a second attack.
Bad news.
It's fine. Not one now. That's,
I'll click it. Okay, that's a
Oof.
miss, fortunately. But Zerai is still getting slammed for 52 points of fucking damage.
52?
52
Yeah.
points of damage. I
Holy
crit you.
crap.
It landed a crit. It just nailed you like right in the
Yep.
stomach.
Oh man,
Damn.
was not expecting to roll a crit. Well, that's my action, my bonus action, and now that I'm awake and fully charged, you see the gem within my core begin to light up.
Oh god.
Jarvis.
I'm gonna shoot that gem.
Did you already give me the damage?
I'm
or
not applied
no?
it now.
52?
52.
Okay, Tyrus, I did a distracting strike on it. You have advantage on your first attack against it if you attack it.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hit it then.
I'm gonna have to disengage.
I don't think it helped.
No. That's fine.
Yeah,
You
that's
get
a
another
miss.
attack, right? Or you can heal Syrik.
Yeah, but we've got multiple people in the back line who can heal, and Zarai's probably going to disengage anyway. I need to keep its attention and hopefully do damage. I'm gonna hit it with the loot. Bonus action. Bonk.
There it is.
Right, the
Yeah,
loot
it's a
will
nat 20.
slam
That's a
upon
crit. That's
its.
a crit.
It will confirm
Mm.
and will deal 4 less than that because it doesn't apply non-dice to the crit. But let's see here. That is 15 plus 13 is 18 points of damage, or 28 points of damage.
There we go. See, we're doing leeway.
As the loot slams back upon its skull, you see parts of the loot seem to break, but then reforms, as that's just metal, and the horn upon the golem's skull breaks off, slamming upon the ground. Cling, cling, cling.
All right. Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right, very good, very good. Danu.
I should have landed on the ground and went ding, 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 like, metal. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
So, that I'm torn. My instincts say to run.
We already took a chunk of it.
Yes, but it just healed it, almost all of it.
But it's still in the negative. We're still winning.
Yeah, we just...
War of attrition.
Look at that last hit. Yotan is with us.
Yeah. Trust and Yotan.
I don't believe in Yotan.
But gods exist in this world, though.
It doesn't matter. He believes in you.
Okay, she's gonna stay here. She's like got one foot out the door.
Constantly run in and out of the door.
She's ready to run. She's ready to run. She's there. She's not moving because if she does move, she's fucking using her sprint. Tentacle.
Oh yeah, aid.
Nope. Okay. And then since it's healing, I'm gonna throw a chill touch its way.
Oh. Wait,
Hey,
what?
a destiny die would save that.
Yeah, it would.
It would.
I accept my destiny.
All right.
If
Well,
that means
unfortunately,
leaving you guys behind. That's what I do.
well, unfortunately, the tentacle does wrap around it, but the seemingly pulse of cold eldritch energy does not actually find purchase as it's shrugged off by the creature's innate magical resistance. And as for the chill touch, the necrotic spectral hand reaches out and is just pimp sopped away by the golem. Just straight up
Wow.
flown away. He looks up, staring daggers in Danu's direction. Anything else?
You know what? I'm gonna roll tactics.
Excellent.
Okay. Does it tell me anything other than I should run?
It tells you that he's a golem.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will end my turn.
Excellent. Casimir.
All right, bonus action, first level healing word on Zerai. For 9. So Zerai heals for 9, and then I cast Firebolt at the Logolem.
Excellent. Well, the beam of fire will fly through the air and will slam the creatures. That's a miss because of a cover from your allies. Do you have sharpshooter?
No.
Do you care if you hit your allies?
I mean, yeah, kind of.
If you didn't care, then I would have rolled a d3 to see if you hit one of them instead of the golem.
Hmm.
But since you do care, you would avoid attacking your companions, and the attack would simply just miss. With the 8 plus 2 AC from cover. Actually,
See.
I'm on a dais. I'm higher elevation, so you would be able to just shoot me.
He big.
Yeah, I'm big.
Yeah, also big.
If I were the same size, I would have plus 2 AC from cover, but I don't.
Yeah.
So no, that was just it. So 9 fire.
Yeah.
Fire seems to spread across the creature's face before dispersing against the stonework around him.
Cool. Alright. And then we Arcana checking.
Excellent.
Is 15 enough?
15. That is my DC. You can learn one thing about him.
What were the options again?
You can learn about statistics. You can learn about actions, bonus actions, reactions, specials.
What actions does he have?
So, you know I have my basic slam, have you seen, as I have 2 of those. I have the ability to cast a slow-like effect, which you can learn more about. I also have the ability known as Stone's Reckoning as an action.
Yeah, let's do Stone's Reckoning.
Alright. As an action, the Stone Golem can produce a 30-foot long, 5-foot wide line that causes a rift to form before him. Anyone within the area is subject to 8d6 points of bludgeoning damage with a DC 17 dex save to reduce the damage by half. Those who fail the save are considered restrained. To break free from the restraint, you have to make a DC 17 athletics check to break free of the area.
Monka.
Alright, that's my turn.
Right.
You should heal for 5 because you had 5 temp HP. That should have come off first.
It's not damage, it's only max HP. You can actually be healed above it. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
All right. Punch it and then disengage.
I
Pretty much.
can't punch it and then disengage.
Yes,
I'm
you
not a
can.
rogue.
You have a bonus action.
You're
disengage.
a
Yeah,
monk. You
step
can
of
do
the
that as
wind,
a
you're a
step of
monk,
the wind,
yeah.
yeah.
Seriously?
Yes.
We actually had this conversation
Okay.
last fight, I
We
think.
did.
Yeah.
We did.
Uh,
I'm going to
uh,
send you
uh,
something just because I don't think you've refreshed yourself on the monk recently, so here
I did.
is the
but
monk class. You should have the full access to everything that I have unlocked from there because you are on my campaign. At least you should be. At first level, the key feature, it is one. It's hard to see, which is probably why you forgot about it again. It just is bolded, patient step of the wind, and that says you can spend a key to take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action on your turn. A disengage means you don't provoke.
See, we talked about dash. We didn't talk about disengage. So yeah, all right.
Yeah, step of the wind is disengage or dash.
You can do both. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So you could punch. You wouldn't get your full triple attack. You'd only get 1 attack against him, but you would be able to disengage.
Yeah. $26.
26 will most certainly slam him for 10 damage.
Oh, I didn't roll my.
Oh, yep. Be more damage. How horrible it would be if I had Sentinel right now.
Move over here, closer to the healer.
Mhm. If I was a Guardian class Golem, I would have Sentinel, but I'm not.
That would be
All right.
mean.
Alright, very good, very good. Anything else?
No.
Alright, Kane.
Alright. I am going to tactics check first.
Excellent. No, this music was listed as epic combat music.
And it's just kinda
Yeah. It's just
No,
this.
see, No, see, this is us telling the story of the tavern after we've won.
And then we all die. What?
Since Tiff's been doing streamings and stuff, I've been looking for like copyright free, which I found some, but this one is also copyright free. It just doesn't seem to be very good combat music.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
It's
make
fine.
your own.
It's fine.
Then you're still gonna get copyright striked.
Tactics check. Would it be able to see me in the dark?
Yes.
Magical darkness?
Blind sight.
I don't.
I mean, like, does it have like life sense or something?
Oh no, I have blind sight.
Yeah, blind sight.
I have blind sight. Yes.
Is there a range on that?
Yep, I have blind sight up to bring back my sheet for this creature. 120 feet.
120 feet.
So this entire room
Fuck.
you can see.
Well, I can't make a little safe zone.
Well, as long as you're not next to it, you're pretty safe. It looks like.
No, but I roll like shit and would love advantage.
So, quick thing I made a goof on. It should actually have not taken 21 of the damage from the 2 hits from the loot because I still had damage from when I had buffed that spell last time I cast it.
So 21 healing.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, heal it for 21, and I've fixed the macro. It doesn't hit that nearly that hard.
Excellent. Yeah, that
It
was
getting an
your
extra
channel.
2D Yeah, it was getting an extra 2d6 it wasn't supposed to have. So
No problem.
Mhm.
That is what you've learned, Kane. He's a blind sight boy.
He can see us. This isn't good.
It's better combat music.
I don't have any worthwhile bonus actions then. I am checking all of my options.
Good plan.
I could use Omen, but it's not worth using right now. That's not useful right now. Can it even take bleed damage?
Your
Probably
guys'
not.
knowledge from before told you it's immune.
Okay.
It literally is not blood, or anything that would
Yeah.
be resembling blood.
Okay, so I don't have a single good bonus action against him. Unless I want to shroud myself in darkness and be entirely unaffected. Alright, so I guess I just shoot him.
Aha!
Get shot, nerd.
I am Golem. That's a miss.
D4.
Roll your blast.
That's a hit.
Hey.
Actually, you care about hitting tar? Oh no, I'm large. Never mind. That's a hit.
It's big.
I'm a big boy.
And that last damage is Hex.
Very good, very good. Damage applied. As the energy swirling from your hex seems to spark lighting within the core of this golem, the necrotic energy sees damage for more damage.
Kane will take a step over.
I feel when this priest can ignore my resistances and immunities.
Here.
It's fine. It's what you're meant to do. Alright, anything else?
That'll be my turn.
Alright, Morcag.
I'm trying to determine which is the best place to sit at. 30, 25, 35, 35. Okay. Okay, we'll move up a little bit. Alright, so I'm gonna do an Arcana skill check first.
Mm.
That's not enough, is it?
Nah, DC's 15.
Alright, you mentioned before when I hit it that there was a gem inside of its
Yes, within my core.
within the core. I wanna shoot it.
Alright, let me go bring up call shot rolls.
Yes, what is the call shot for hitting that part? Like,
Let's see, this would be considered hitting the heart, so you'd have +6 AC and disadvantage on the attack.
plus 6 AC, so that means it's 24.
Yes.
Need to beat a 24.
Can I beat a
Hey,
24?
You might be able to destiny it and beat a 24.
With disadvantage.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
No, I can cancel out disadvantage. I haven't used my bonus action compound to give me advantage, which I think cancels it, unless it's one of those. What's it? What are your disadvantage that you can't cancel out?
Super disadvantage.
Super disadvantage. Is this a super disadvantage or just a regular disadvantage?
It is absolute disadvantage
Absolute
for
disadvantage. All right.
call shots. Specifically, just making sure that I'm not talking about my ass. Control F. There we go. The player suffers disadvantage on the attack roll while the target creature receives bonus to its armor class. If the attack would already suffer disadvantage, it instead suffers absolute disadvantage. So it's just normal disadvantage unless you already had disadvantage.
Oh, okay. So this would be normal disadvantage.
Yes.
So if I do my bonus action to give me advantage from the compound, the weapon,
Mm-hmm.
that'll
work.
be a straight roll.
Yep.
Shit, what do I need to? Let's see. 5, 6, 7. All right, I can definitely do that. All right, let's do it. Compound for
Don't forget you can use stamina for a bonus to hit, or is that just
oh,
melee?
that's true.
You can use
No, that's
stamina
true,
on
that's
martial
true.
attacks.
Yes. That's strike or bash.
It's a strike.
All right, I'll do strike. So that's 1.
Plus 1 to hit,
plus 1, plus 1 to hit. All right, so this is not including the plus 1 to hit.
26.
25 hits. Oh, 26. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. All right. So
That's a hit upon my core.
So here is the damage.
Roll additional dice worth of damage.
All right, another extra 1d8.
Forget the 1d6 radiant it
And
does.
that's already
It's
applied
already,
in the
it's already
macro.
included. And here is my sneak attack because Tarvis is still next to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna make this a distracting strike. So that's an extra 4 damage.
Alright. Damage applied as the blow sends a crack through the core of the golem. He staggers back and make a con save.
Me?
No, he.
Oh, thank God. I was like, what the fuck?
Alright, what is your dexterity modifier?
Oh, my dexterity modifier is right now plus 3.
Okay. DC's 13 then, because it's 8 plus your proficiency plus your dexterity mod. Well, it's plus your attribute that you're using for the attack, which for you is dex. So DC is 13, which means I do pass, which means I do not take any additional effect, but you can see that the crystal, the gem at its core is cracked, and you think were you to destroy it, Golem would be, well, out of commission just instantly.
He's gonna turn like initially. I don't know how does it look like Tarvis can reach the gem, like hit it directly?
Jarvis could swing at the gem directly, yeah.
All right, so I guess I'll just Marco will just say, the gem, focus the gem. Take it out and it goes down.
Right, very good, very good. Anything
My
else?
turn is over.
Excellent.
It's over.
The stone golem has gained initiative as must roll a d6. I get my healing back. I'm going to use my healing.
Go!
29 points of healing.
Oh, okay. It didn't heal all the damage I did. Okay, that's good. We're still in the positive, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Which did he heal?
29. Alright, heal for 29, and I am then going to... Let's see here. I'm going to go into some template drawings to see how best you can angle this. I was muted. So,
Yes, you were.
he is. No one's in a particular location from the trigger his particular tactic, so he is just going to focus on Tarvis. Tarvis, I believe you're wearing heavy armor, correct?
Yep, I've got that ancient plate and a tower shield.
Yep. So that means that he gets a bonus against you because of his Sundering Blows feature. He is going to slam into you with advantage. That's a 21 to hit.
Nope.
Second attack. Unless you want to trigger anything from your shield.
Yeah, I guess I might as well. He missed me. I'm gonna shield bash him.
Excellent.
You'd have advantage on it thanks to my distraction.
It's true.
Yeah, but do I want to save that to attack the core? Can I called shot shield bash him in the core
You
on a reaction?
you could. I'm just wondering if it would work because the core is like around your eye level and your shield's like it'd be difficult to reach it up that high.
Right.
Compared to like swinging a weapon where you could just
And
like
you
do
get
overhead swing.
disadvantage attacking the
Yeah.
core, which is why I was hoping to save that for the negate that on the actual attack. So maybe I
Yeah.
don't want to hit him back.
Yeah, unfortunately, distraction strike it doesn't let you choose. It's like the next attack
Next attack
gets advantage.
Yeah.
All right, then I will not make a reaction attack against
Okay.
him.
He's going to swing again with advantage because of his summoning blows. 26 for 29.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, he slams into you, dealing 29 points of damage, and he's just going to do a little hoppity hoppity hop to here. Do not mind the fact that there's a statue still there, because this is a prefab map. The actual map is beneath it. Anyways, that's his movement, and that's his turn. And we go on to Jarvis.
I'm gonna take a swing at that core with my falchion.
All right. You see the core is lit up, glowing. Magic seems to be emanating from it.
+1 to this. Yeah.
Roll to confirm.
There's no confirm in there. I wonder why.
All right. Well, a 22 with my +6 AC because the core would be a 24 AC. You have a 23 to hit because of the strike, so you need one more to confirm the critical.
Bless.
Yep.
Right.
Plus is in there.
The bless is already
Is
in
it?
there.
Here, have
+7?
a destiny or whatever.
All right, using Destiny. Marking off your use. Destiny used.
I'll
All
need
right.
a 1. I
You
roll
only need a 1. It's true. All right. Well, that is a confirmed critical slam into my core. So I need you to roll me additional 2 dice worth of damage, because core shot deals additional dice worth of damage, and because it's crit, it's 2.
Oh, actually, this weapon is also a... What is it? It's the crit with the 19 to 20 and the other additional damage thing.
Oh, so I believe
Masterwork.
the crit might the weapon might automatically apply that. This
I
is
don't think I
your
have it in the macro.
what weapon is this you swinging with?
The Flames
Fever
Touch.
Fire.
Flames touch. Okay.
Yeah,
Fever
for
Fire,
Masterwork, I gave it the critical Masterwork that
Gotcha.
does 19 to 20 and the...
Yeah, no,
Okay,
it
what-
doesn't apply it. So you are good to roll me that additional D10 from the critical deadly effect, and additional 2d10 from the heart shot. And I'm going to update your macro to now list as 19 or higher.
So, 15 more.
All right, 15 more. So we are looking at, just for ease, I'm not going to worry about the shoops and the whoops. $37 damage.
We're doing it, boys.
All right, and then he has to get a con save. What is your strength score?
16.
16. So your DC would be 13. But that is unfortunately not enough because he rolled really high on a con save. You see the gem core upon his chest seems to crack once more. It's an even deeper crack, though. The gem is still alight with his energy. He is still standing.
As a bonus action, Yotan's gonna get in there with the loot.
Excellent. Also call shotting.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
He's got disadvantage though, because you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna click this twice.
All right. That is a 1. Roll to confirm.
Rolling to confirm the 1.
Doesn't confirm.
Not another 1.
Just a miss.
All right.
You see some strings break from the loop, but it doesn't seem to cause any further harm to it or the loop. All right. Very good. Anything else?
Nope, that's all I got.
Dano. Golem stares dagger's eyes towards you.
Why?
No
Why?
reason. No reason.
Dude,
He's mostly staring at Tarvis, actually, but, for
Yeah,
the meme.
good,
For the
good.
meme.
All right. Well, Tentacle Chan from underneath him attacks him.
Excellent. As the tentacle wraps around its leg, and let me just look at my reaction real quick, because I have unlocked it, because you guys have brought me to my triggering HP. I will activate Earthen Guard as a reaction. Increase my AC by 5. Basically cast a shield spell.
how long?
Is that for how long?
Let me just copy the text. Till the start of my next turn.
The start. Oh, that's not so bad.
Does
My-
make the gems AC like 29.
So
Yeah,
you see the
I
gem
don't-
light up even brighter than before. You can see the cracks seem to spiderweb a little bit as this occurs, though. But the tentacle is unable to fully grasp the creature's form to the point of dealing damage, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think I could possibly hit it.
My AC currently
Um,
is a 23. For my gem, it is a 29.
Just hit it, not the gem.
No, I mean,
Oh.
what you can do is you can always ready, because it's only at the start of its turn, right? You can ready until
Yep.
the start of its
But-
turn. Then its AC goes back to normal. You can hit it.
But doesn't
Any
it move you
reactions?
to the start of his turn?
What?
Doesn't it move your action to this to whenever
No,
you
no.
No,
you're
that's
just delaying.
Pathfinder. That's Pathfinder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to hold off on casting Chill Touch until the start of his turn.
Excellent. All right. Casimir.
I guess I get to waste my turn healing. Move over here, cast Cure Wounds on Zorai.
Healing. Man.
Excellent. 14 healing.
HP to Zorai.
Very nice. You don't wanna
I
group up?
am very appreciative.
No, I'm trying to stay away from everybody.
Oh, it's fine.
Carnage. Boom.
That hits
15.
my DC.
Any specials we don't have?
I mean, you've seen Sundering Blows. That thing that gives me advantage against medium or heavy armor creatures. The other 3 or other 4 specials I have are fairly simplistic. I can give them all 3 if you want. It's just 1 because it's not really worth 1.
Sure, why not?
Construct. As a mindless construct, I have my Wisdom modifier to initiative checks instead of my Intelligence modifier, when applicable. Immutable form. I'm immune to any spell effect that would alter its form, so I cannot be polymorphed or whatnot. I'm resistant to any magical effects, so I have advantage on saves against spells and other magical effects. And then I have magic weapons, so all my attacks are considered magical for purposes of DR and whatnot.
Okay.
Yep.
That's my turn.
Aha! Zerai.
Am I ready an attack? Can I get all my attacks or just one?
It's the one.
Just the one? I think I'm gonna just shoot him. Granted, the damage die should be higher, but
Unfortunately, you pull out your bow and pew pew, ting ting.
totally
yes.
missed.
That's a
yeah.
double 1.
Oh, is that a double one? Oh no, it's a 3 and a 2. Now it's a horrible roll, but
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the
It's
wrong.
an absolutely atrocious roll,
Yeah.
but okay. That was my completely useless turn.
I mean, you have angered it. And by angered it, I mean, still focused on Tarvis. But you You're in his mind, in his thoughts.
In his dreams
Mm-hmm.
of crushing people,
Yeah.
I'm in there.
You know, in the great golem clouds in the sky, he believes that you are, is next in line for crushing.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
No. I will
Alright.
just remain in his crushing dreams.
Excellent. Kane, it is your turn.
All right, Arcana check.
What'd you like to
Hey.
learn?
Those runes upon it and its token. Does it actually have runes on it?
There's runes throughout it, yeah.
Is it glowing?
They are glowing, yes. They
Can I discern
glow
what any of them
brighter
might be?
when he uses his features.
Can they potentially be removed with a cast of prestidigitation?
No.
No. Okay.
You believe for within 15, because that is what you're wanting to learn, yes?
Mhm.
The runes upon his form are the bindings that bind whatever power or whatever source
Yeah.
to animate this being as a golem. That's what those purposes of the runes are for. They also seem to be tied to his magical abilities, such as Earthen Guard, Stone's Resilience, Stone Burst, Stone's Reckoning, Slow, and so on.
Kane will call out. If you can, fuck. If you can smash out the runes, you'll weaken it. And then he blaps it.
All right. Well, the blappening goes phew, ting, and is
Wait.
deflected off the stone. Weapon doesn't apply. Plus, no, it does not. All right. Woo,
Nope.
ting, whoop, ping, right into the back of the head. All right, that's a slam for 6. It's plus
D6 plus
11.
4.
All right, 15 damage.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Now that he's not standing on the platform, is it moving?
The platform does appear to be somewhat moving. It's not moving fast enough for it to be of note right now, but you would have shifted about.
I'm standing on it, so I think
Yeah, it's been about 18 seconds, about 12 seconds since you started standing on it, though. So it's shifted maybe about 2 inches. Now that you've mentioned it and you are being perceptive, with your past perception, you would notice this movement. Very faint.
I sure hope the necrotic energy under it isn't cloud kill.
All right, anything else?
No, that'll be my turn.
All right, Morkag.
Can I use the strike stamina ability on a ready action attack?
Yeah. The strike and bash, those are things that you activate when you trigger an attack. If you make an attack roll, you can use them.
All right. So Morkag is gonna move like this.
I'm confused, but okay.
It's because the magic item you gave me has this ability, and I wanna make sure I have that +2 to AC.
Gotcha. There.
All right. My bonus action is to prep the compound. My action will be to do a call shot on the gem. And I'll just do the strike stamina count now.
Gotcha.
And yeah, it's once the vines are out, they're no longer protecting the gem because you mentioned like his thing like covered up the gem, so he's gonna wait for it to be free and take a shot.
All right, ready to slap my shoop. Excellent. Anything else?
No, bonus action movement. Yep,
All right,
that's it.
start of turn. My AC has been reduced.
All right. I think
So Danu
goes
and
first.
Morkag. Danu first with your attack.
Okay, chill touch. Boo!
That's a 17.
Destiny would save that.
Destiny would
We're
save it.
lucky.
Or lucky.
Yes, I will use lucky.
All right, roll
Not
me that
doing
new
no
d20.
Destiny stuff.
One of these days, I'll get you.
All right, I'm just gonna. Well, yeah, I'll just roll it again.
All right, unfortunately, that is not a hit, as the spectral hand is dispersed from a pulse of energy coming from the runes upon the creature's shoulder.
Unfortunate.
Mhm.
I tried.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Morkag.
All right. Tuck.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, how very even.
How very even is that enough to hit the core?
27 versus my core of 20, 24, yeah.
Good. All right.
Another
so
core shot.
Damage plus 1d8. Oh, okay. And next is my sneak attack. Destructing strike
I
once
think
more.
another core shot's gonna kill him.
All right. Yeah, that's my attack. Haha. Haha.
All right.
Still alive.
You
Haha.
see the golem standing there, the core of his body heavily cracked at this point in time, as he must make a con save against it.
Roll a nat 1, I dare you. God damn it.
All right, let me
Oh,
go look
maybe
at
it's enough.
Shoof. Let's see here. 44 HP, which would be... Did that backwards. 18% of my max HP, so... Alright. You see the stone golem begin vibrating heavily. I need a dex save for Tarvis, Morcag, and Casimir.
I'm good at those. Oh, 15.
As an explosion of force sends stone shards flying in all directions. As the golem explodes, upon his core being broken.
What's the DC?
Yes.
DC for this is 17. 5 piercing damage if you fail.
Oh,
2 if you succeed.
no.
Ah,
My free HP.
Alright.
Now,
The golem is
I
defeated.
almost died in one hit.
The moment the golem drops, Kane makes his way for the door that was previously blocked.
no! No!
All
And
right.
I totally go along with him.
So, for this,
I'll let
Kane, you're obviously getting there first. You're the closest. You're right there. You go after Morcag. Morcag did their full turn. So you're
Yeah, I
not
did my full
being
turn.
stopped here. Zorai also goes before you can go, but for purposes of actions, that would be in, a different round.
Yeah.
Um,
I would
I need
get-
Zorai and Morcag to roll me a dexterity check.
I get this far before I run out of movement.
Excellent.
You know, Kane, you can run as a stamina thing, which will increase your movement.
It's true.
He's the nerd. He doesn't know how to run.
He doesn't
Skip
know how
leg,
to
Jay.
You
run.
told me to do a deck save, right?
Yeah, dex check, but yeah. All right, Morcag, you see the edge of Kane's hair flipping down the corridor, and then you see Zorai beginning to rush forward, but you're a little too fast and are able to get there before Zorai. So it'd be like that. As this is going on, Tarvis, you felt the rumbling of the dais, and you see it's still rumbling northwards.
Oh,
This platform's moving.
all right, I come over there.
Meanwhile, down here,
Anybody got a spare healing for
Kane,
me?
I don't
He
look.
just goes for
Kane,
it.
don't look.
He just goes for it.
all right, Kane just
What
ignores
is
that.
this
As
fuckery?
Kane, give me a wisdom saving throw. As actually, no, give me a wisdom save.
I
Okay.
think he needs to give the saving throw. He deals
Wisdom
with spirits
save.
and
He does deal with
Are
spirits, but he hasn't really dealt with
D4.
this.
Alright, I got a 15 with fucking plus.
All right.
Thank you.
So, as you round the corner, you see an oval room drenched in blood, thick, viscous, bubbling, near fresh, you imagine, blood
Excuse me.
filling the bottom of this chamber. 2 statues line the north and the south end of this room, and there's a stairwell leading up. Another door seems to be on the far end of this corridor. But more than this, can't help but feel revulsion steady gurgling coming up your throat, as if you're about to vomit. I need you. Roll me a con save.
Mhm.
Managed to hold
Plus.
back the vomit, and with a 15, and due to the particular fact that the haunt was not triggered, or was not reset at this point in time, your 15 is a success. So you do not suffer any sanity damage. But it
Wait,
was
Bless
required,
is
just
already-
related anyways.
Yeah, in that macro blesses it already.
Oh, okay, fine.
It was bless added to the first one, the wisdom.
What?
He was
Oh,
adding
never
bless
mind.
to
You suffer
my-
you suffer some sanity damage.
Oh,
The DC was 15. Or
oh
14.
yeah. You double dip the bliss.
All right. So you
Yeah,
suffer
I
3
didn't-
sanity damage.
Ah.
I imagine that
I don't
doesn't
think
hit
that
your
was my
edge.
threshold.
Yes, because your threshold's pretty high. So, but you have suffered
Let's
3
see.
sanity damage.
My int is my highest. My int score is 18.
Yeah. So you'd have 8 as your threshold, meaning that I have to do 8 or more for you to gain a madness.
Mhm.
Yeah. But you do have suffered now 3 sanity damage, which means that you're 18 times 5 minus 3 is your current sanity. Sanity is your current sanity.
A lot of sanity. Mhm.
Yeah, you have a
Very
pretty
sane.
pretty sane person, so it makes sense that you didn't take too much of an issue from this. But you know, you now see why Morkai was like, no, let's not do this. Meanwhile, Dias seems to stop moving northwards and then begins moving inwards at a faster pace, revealing a stairwell leading down. And from there, I will call the session because we're at time.
Yay! Oh, that was a hard fight, wasn't it?
Eh.
It could have been worse.
It was
lasted
mostly
2
scary
rounds.
because of the opening crit, but
Yeah, the opening crit and the fact that it was immune to most of your damage.
Not gonna lie, the fact that when he said like you need adamantine, I was like,
No fuck.
And then freaking Tarvis was like, no, I'm good. Anyways,
The 52 points of damage.
Yeah.
Also, like, is that enough? Is that enough for level 5?
yeah, that's what I was implying. That's what I
let's
was
see,
implying.
this thing is
XP for me.
I thought you were about to ask about that gym core and
Can-
how much
can
of
I-
it's left on the ground.
Oh, no,
Can
that
I
thing's
convert
destroyed.
I am
Can I-
curious about that. Yes.
Can I convert some sanity points for XP?
No. All right. Let's see. The golem fight itself was worth 6 experience, so not quite enough to level you up. You guys are 5 away from leveling up. I imagine before your next combat you will level up though, because I mean, once you turn in this quest, one way or another, you guys are gonna get enough to level up. There's another event within the manor house that will give you experience.
Nice.
By that I mean there's multiple, but you know, depending on which ones you'll activate. So I would prep a level up for next session. I don't think we're gonna have combat before you guys level up, so you guys are good to basically do the shoops and the whoops. In the meantime, though, hope you guys had fun, and I'm going to see about raiding a sci-fi.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
hell
was
yeah!
a lot of fun.
Thank you for the session.
Thank you for
Yeah.
running.
Yep.
thank you as always.
Thank you
Yeah.
for
I
running.
especially-
Just thank you for
I
running.
especially-
Thank you
I
for
s-
playing, guys.
Yeah.
I especially like the time because this game starts right when Myriad ends.
Mm.
True.
I'll see you
It's true.
guys later.
Ba-do.
Guys, have a good one. Goodbye. Thank you for running. Goodbye.
Good night.
Whoa.